What do you think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Shut the fuck up.
Also interesting to remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're
Vivek had it right.
from us.
Just shut the
Undermines
fuck
the
up.
messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
As we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights.
Just shut the
Being
fuck
able to
up.
exercise their fundamental rights.
Jobs of the past are just not going to come back.
What's
and
wrong?
when somebody says
shut the
that he's going to bring all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, how? What magic wand do you have? How exactly?
Van Jones at CNN.
What must be what?
If I'm elected president, we're going to cure cancer.
Okay. Welcome back to Sanctimonious American Men, the final boss and shitlords of the internet, the finest in fake news. With me, as always, is Saintly Brandon. I'm Saintly Barnes, and we're here to talk some shit.
Here we are, talking shit.
The finest shit you've ever heard talked.
Internet shit.
Internet shit. Let's do it.
So, we've been gone, like a month? I mean, right before I went on a little vacay, and then I got a little injured, and we were just taking a little break, I guess, and
Nothing was going on.
nothing happened. So why the fuck even report the news?
Yeah, why bother?
I mean, shit. It was like the most boring news cycle I've ever
Why
seen.
give my 2-bit analyst?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people getting paid big dollars to report a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
All over mainstream
You could just
media.
watch us back in like January and you'll catch up.
Yeah,
We
you
were-
watch it like last year,
already
and
did
you'll
this.
probably find out what the news was all while we were gone.
Yeah, because it happened while we were gone. Well, we talked about it last year.
Yeah, we were talking about how they're probably going to try and assassinate
Yeah,
someone.
We did talk about that.
Probably they're going to no way go with a certain person.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that, was just like, boring.
Yeah, bored as shit.
Just boring stuff. So we got some new treats here. We got the Barney drinking.
Hey, how you doing?
Cam.
Barney drinking Cam.
And this Cam, which
is a suntan Cam.
Suntan Cam. So if we need to address anything more privately,
yeah, we can do it.
You can look right in the camera.
Look at it.
You can be like this.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Look, I'm talking to you.
Ooh, where to start, Brandon?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess chronologically or just news of today, which
I don't even know.
We
there's a lot today even.
Yeah, I went to a birthday party.
How'd that go? You get too many family members.
Yeah, parties all the time. We're just eating cake and
fucking cake eating
steak and lasagna. There's always cake and steak and lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
And what else happened today?
Israel bombed the Houthis.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, they went in there into, was it Yemen or? Yeah.
Boom, bitches.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's a big one.
So Trump had a very fine phone call with Zelensky.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I wonder what those two were talking about.
Looking forward to working together in the future.
Yeah, you better start friggin'
He's kissing ass now.
Yeah. It's over for you, bud.
He was like, shit, they missed.
Writings on the wall.
I best call them.
You see, I got some detail now. All my Secret Service are white males with...
I don't know if they're all white. I saw a Brazilian looking motherfucker on there.
Okay, well, they're all males with actual credentials,
yes,
probably.
They're all dudes.
With some training, full-on training. So, yeah.
Yeah, they are. We had the assassination attempt.
And then today they replaced Joe Biden.
You will vote for Kamala Harris, you piece of shit. Don't ask any fucking questions.
Kamala.
Fucking come guzzler fucking
Oh, my God.
horse.
Kamala.
Come guzzler horse.
Oh, my God. We got to do this
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That's some authoritative selection right there. No primary, no voice of the people. Fuck you, vote who I tell you for. You fucking bootlickers.
And they're dumb enough to believe it.
They
because they're being told, oh, well, you guys voted in the primaries for Joe, so it's his decision to make who replaces him. And it's
bullshit.
No, there's other people that wanted to run. You just didn't let them.
Let them, right.
You didn't let them run against Joe.
Because he had shit to cover.
And, yeah. I mean, I remember there was a certain Kennedy that wanted to run against him.
Yeah.
There was probably a bunch of green people that wanted to run.
Oh, yeah.
They put him on the ticket. So you voted for Joe. Don't you remember? You voted for Joe?
By not voting. And they're saying he's a dictator. Trump's a dictator. But they just fucking select whoever they want with their oligarchy and put him in place there because Soros has already backed her, right? Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm angry about this one.
Barney's angry.
Well, we're getting ripped off.
Yeah.
We could have got somebody, who could have competed with Trump at least, had better ideas than fucking these two. And we didn't get a choice. We didn't get a voice. Nothing. They just told us who we're going to vote for, and that's that. At least Trump won a primary.
He did win a primary. He did.
By a landslide.
Yeah, I would say so. And they got a piece of his ear.
Got an old piece of the ear there.
You subscribe to this shooter on the
roof
water tower thing. They're saying
maybe just address it real quick. I've heard all kinds of conspiracy theories, all kinds of theories about it. I don't know what the fuck to believe yet. To me, the most strangest thing is the Pac-Man fucking formation.
Oh yeah. The enclosed security area.
Yeah, the security area.
Had the big Pac-Man mouth around the building that the fellow was in.
Yeah. Look, you can't go anywhere on here except for this triangle that goes straight to Trump. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Some funny shit. That's what it was.
Fucking bullshit.
Bop, back.
All right, so now let's go through the conspiracy theories. All right. So there's a lone crazed shooter, registered Republican, but gave money to fucking progressive things, has videos of him screaming about hating Republicans and Trump. And he was in a BlackRock commercial. That's strange. Now it's come out he had a drone and fucking explosive devices with a detonator, right?
They said he was flying the drone like the week before or something like that.
Which I found, Jackie told me today, and then I looked it up, that the drones, they won't go over, secured airspace.
If it's like designated secure,
you won't even turn on.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I've encountered that with flying them or watching other people fly them. They know what's restricted.
It's shut right off. It won't even go on. And I'm assuming that was a restricted airspace. The Republican candidate there, a former president, was there, right?
Well, it depends too. Like how far in advance can you put that into the programming of the worldwide drone network or whoever's doing that restrictions? I imagine it updates every day because it's a aviation thing.
Now Joe Biden was also speaking in the area the same day, and they had a restricted airspace. I saw over Pittsburgh.
Well, who knows? And they also supposedly pulled security detail from Trump to put on her detail.
Right.
So that's why they were using a bunch of
inferior agents.
Supposedly.
Yeah. I heard that they weren't even SS. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I heard that they were like Homeland Security people or something.
Right. Yeah, I did hear that as well.
I don't know if that's true or not. Apparently he had foreign bank accounts that were encrypted. Fucking.
I've read this as well, or I've heard this as well.
How the fuck does he have foreign bank accounts that are encrypted? He's 20 years old. Doesn't seem like he had to shit that well together.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I don't know. Then there's the multiple shooter theory, right? And I've heard acoustic experts, right? I think it was the guy from University of Denver, right, professor there who did an acoustic analyzation of the scene and said that there was multiple shooters. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Who the fuck knows? What I did find funny is that, I don't know if you saw those videos of the water tower. No. All right, so there's these videos going around about alleged movement on the water tower. And there's trees in the way, so it's kind of hard to see. What I found strange about that is that it's on a still camera that's steadied, and it's just videoing the water tower. And I'm like, why the fuck would they videotape the water tower? Nobody asked that. Nobody asked why they were videotaping a water tower. Like,
it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. Huh. A lot of weird stuff.
Unless it was from a security cam or something. Why would there be like a steady fucking camera on the fucking water tower? Didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
there's some people that think that Trump
staged it. Yeah.
Fucking God. I love a conspiracy theory.
I love a good one too.
I'm having.
We're the best at it.
Yeah, I'm having a real hard time trying to figure out how this should be staged.
Speaking of my new one that I just formulated, and there's they passed up on the one to take out Biden and then blame it on Trump supporters.
Right.
Obviously, they've passed up on that one. That was my first initial thought, but now it's we have to go after the women vote because it's like you got to help Donald, or you got to help keep Donald from the first woman president for the second time. It's he stopped Hillary. Isn't that enough? Come on.
Yeah.
It's like there's going to be some element of that in this campaign.
I can't believe these bootlickers are just accepting this a fucking authoritative selection without any primary.
Yeah, they're gonna yeah.
Fucking no questions asked, just boom. It's fucking ridiculous. So much for saving democracy. Just fucking. Oh, look at you.
I'm just,
He's
dialing in.
Yeah, so much for democracy. It's vote who we tell you to, you fucking bootlicker, and like it.
Exactly. They're like, democracy, democracy, democracy. And then it's basically, we're going to anoint our next person that we want in there.
That's all that happened. They fucking, like she's the next fucking heir to fucking the throne or something.
Yeah.
Heir apparent. Bullshit.
Well, at least they didn't go with Hillary, because I did see Alex was forecasting that Hillary was going to try and jump in there.
And you know what? The Democratic National Convention happened. It hasn't happened yet. So who the fuck knows?
Still possible.
Who the hell knows who they're going to nominate, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard, I don't know how true this is, and I tried to look some of this up, that if they went with Harris, that they get to keep the money, right?
Okay.
I also have heard that, and I did look this up, but I didn't get it from an authoritative source, that in Nevada and Wisconsin, the time to register for the ballot is too late already. But she was already on the ballot.
Okay, so maybe that's why they have to go with her.
Or they could have went with RFK if they nominated him.
Which they'll never do.
But if they didn't nominate either of those two, or if they don't, then they forfeit Nevada and Wisconsin off the bat.
Yeah, because I heard RFK is still a registered Democrat. So
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he was willing to take the nomination.
Well, they're stupid for not letting him.
Yeah, they're real fucking dumb.
Because they would have a fighting chance with Kennedy.
I feel more comfortable about that.
Sure.
Even though I don't favor Kennedy out of the two, he's better than Biden or Harris.
Exactly. By leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds. He's half sane at least.
Yeah, and he's not like beholden to the military-industrial complex. You can hear him speak up against them and pharma and all these other ones, where these other idiots like Biden and Harris, they just pussyfoot around it like, we're going to bring prices down. And it's like, nobody wants to fucking hear that.
Dude, I went grocery shopping. I was fucking shit a brick. What the fuck is going? $4 for a fucking mac and cheese box with the creamy cheese nut. Like, where the fuck did this happen? This was $2 a year ago. What?
Yeah. Very tough.
So
times.
then I thought, well, maybe I'll get the shit that you add milk in, the crap, right? Because I was craving garbage food, and I'm thinking like 69 cents, $1 something. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This shit's crazy.
So Yeah, it'd be nice to have someone that would speak actual policy than just platitudes, which is all the Democrats do.
That's all they do, dude.
Yeah.
They keep screaming all the shit, fascism, and then they can't define it. It's clearly defined. We'll define it then. Oh, I can't. Then shut the fuck up.
I saw Brandon Straka went to AOC event with his walk away campaign, which, you know, he got hit hard after Jan 6. He had to go do a little bit of time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And because, you know, they friggin' lawfared his ass. And
Supreme Court let him go.
I maybe that's how he got out. I don't know. He had some probably pretty good lawyers. But the event he went to, he had, like, you know, a whole bunch of, like, different people with him. Like, he had some, you know, what the hell?
That guy, yeah.
Different ethnicities, let's just say. And they were all, you know, part of the walk away. They're like, yeah, you know, we were on that Democrat plantation.
Yeah.
And then we wised up. And all the people there are just like, he's like, look at all the white people. There's nobody here of any color. It's just all white people.
Yeah, right.
And he's just like exposing them for just their white guilt.
Right.
Their privileged white
Their
guilt.
fucking privileged Democrat white guilt. That's such bullshit. I'm thinking if they don't win, they're done.
You talking about New World Order, or are you talking about just Democrats?
The Democrat Party, done if they don't win.
And why do you suspect that? You don't think they could come up with
another?
Because they
just told
candidate?
you who to vote for and shut the fuck up. Vote for who we tell you to. That's why, Brandon. Because they hit a guy that was fucking senile for 4 fucking years, and she was in on it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if any of them are going to say that. They're going to just. I mean, we saw this during the campaign. We're like, they're hiding him. They're hiding him. They don't even want you to see how he can't speak.
Yes.
He's sleeping. He's not. And then, like, the whole, there's nobody at their rallies. There was no one on their view counts all across the internet. They had no thumbs up, no likes, any of that. They got rid of the dislike button because of Joe
Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was getting fucking hammered. I went and checked every day because I just thought it was like so outrageous. The amount of down counts, it was like 10 times more. I'm like, how the fuck did this guy get the most votes ever?
And that's the digital, like, anomaly that when I was just trying to point that out to people, I'm like, how does he get the most votes ever in the history of America when he's got more down votes? And they got rid of the dislike button because they didn't want people to be able to see that.
Right. He was getting ratioed into oblivion, right? And you got to take account, like, foreigners are going to go and, you know, watch and like the video or not like it. But Joe Biden was supposed to be more foreign friendly, right?
Right.
He was supposed to be better for our allies, right? Probably the English-speaking people that would be watching the video. I'm sure there's other languages available from the White House, but it's fucking ridiculous, man. This is a show. It's all fucking theater. You don't matter.
The final season of America.
Yeah, you don't matter. Fucking final season. Like, what the flying fuck?
Yeah, let them eat cake. Or
Basically.
how about nothing? Let them eat nothing.
How about nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
So, conspiracy theories aside, Joe's out. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist anymore to be like, I told you so.
Yeah.
I told you so.
I was talking to our one friend, and he said he had written down a piece of paper that Joe was going to drop down in, like, February.
Yeah, I have heard this story before, and I love it.
And then he, you know, when he finally did, he showed his mom, I wrote this down in February. How come my news sources told me this last year?
Yeah. And he also, I think when he put it away, he had mentioned it. Like, look, he's not going to be running.
Right.
He's not going to make it to the election. I guarantee it so much. I'm going to write it down on paper and put it in an envelope and in this drawer.
Mm-hmm. And then when it comes time up again, I'm going to pull this out of the drawer and show you that I knew a long time ago that he wasn't going to be running. And that's because they're watching a different show, man. They're watching a completely different
They're
show.
watching the MSNBC and the CNN.
Oh, God. MSNBC. You like Lord of the Rings? You're a far-right fucking extremist.
I almost brought that up at the party tonight, but I couldn't because my nieces and nephews and, you know, a lot of my family, they all love Lord of the Rings. You know, everybody loves
fucking
Lord of the Rings.
Far-right extremist.
Everybody loves Lord of the Rings.
No, you're a far-right extremist. Your people fought for this country, right? From the get-go.
Yeah, you're now far right if you like Lord of the Rings.
Far-right or Nidans.
Newsflash, breaking news. Rachel Maddow says, you're far right extremist.
Yeah, I tell people that, and people look at me like, what do you mean they fought for the country? Like, they were into it. They thought it was a good idea. What do you mean?
What part don't you get?
The Iroquois, a lot of them thought it was a good idea.
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of other native tribes,
sure,
tribal members went and fought in many different wars.
Oh, yeah.
And they're very helpful.
Yeah.
Just like anybody that joins the military is helpful to defending whatever country they're from.
The Iroquois is like, you guys got to start a country? We got a few ideas. Check them out. Maybe you want to incorporate them. And they did.
Exactly. Why do you think it's called Commander-in-Chief?
Oh, yeah. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Yeah. That makes total sense now. They would call it that.
Right. So, yeah, you know, it's a slow news week.
Yeah, slow. Slow. Ireland's on fire. France is in chaos.
What's going on out there? Let's give the people the news of the world that you got going on.
Well, so, you know, they put a lot of immigrants to Ireland. Ireland has a small population, right?
Uh-huh.
And they brought in a couple of million refugees, right?
Just like everywhere else, but maybe not as many, but
from the Mideast, right? And they're Muslim, right? And Ireland's very Catholic, so much so that being Protestant was a bridge too far. They would have shot you. And now they're trying to move Muslims in. It's just not going to fucking work. And the people had enough, and they've took it to the street, and they had them all in this one migrant center. I don't know. I don't approve of it, but they set that fucker on fire, right? They're like, "Fuck you. You ain't living there. It's on fire. Good luck."
Wow.
They were climbing over fences to get to them.
Wow.
Yeah. And then now they're talking about in another town. I forget the name of this town, but they were talking about, you know, putting migrants into school.
Okay.
And, you know, having school elsewhere.
All right.
And the people are like, "Fuck you, we'll burn it down. You won't put them in the school. We'll block the fucking school."
So there's not as many woke people over there?
There was, but they're just so sick of they've had enough of the immigration. They're just fucking done with it.
Right. It's kind of like how New York City's getting, where they're like, oh, even the Democratic mayor is saying, we can't take any more.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are like, you know, let's get the fuck out of the EU. Fuck this. This is bullshit. They want Ireland for Ireland, you know, and they've been sold out by their own government, they feel.
By people that just like money. That's how it usually works. Same as it's working here, same as it's working all over the world, and there's only like a handful of leaders standing up to it.
Right. And in the UK, Leeds has been in chaos over the last couple of days. It's a pretty major city, at least a portion of it, because of immigration, right? And I'm not sure what the spark was that set it off, but they've been having riots there and fires. Police, you know, using tear gas on the crowds and getting in confrontations, and it's starting to go off over there, you know.
Yeah, the system's breaking down.
Yes.
It's starting to, and I kind of noticed that. I mean, maybe I am a really hardcore conspiracy theorist, but I feel like it's starting to break down. You see it starting to break down in like very abstract ways, and for me, it's how this next generation doesn't want to work, and they're like, things are slowing down in the like public spaces. Like they don't want to work, so it's like you go to get a fucking coffee or something. You go to get some food. I mean, thank God for fucking self-checkout, because who knows what would be going on without it.
Right, right.
But there's always like just massive lines backed up because people just don't want to fucking move or hustle anymore.
Right, they don't want to hustle.
Yeah, they feel entitled.
Oh my God.
They're like, why the fuck am I even at this job?
There's such an entitlement fucking problem in this country.
Yeah.
The whole Western Hemisphere, the whole Western world.
Mm-hmm. So that's like the break. That's like where it's starting to break down. There's going to be people that are just going to refuse to go to work soon and be like, fuck you. It's just too hard. And that's another thing. Why do it? I don't disagree with their attitude when they're like fucking slaving for nothing. They can't afford a house. They can't afford shit.
Exactly. And you know what it reminds me of? Ready for you some history. It reminds me of the rise of Julius Caesar, right? Because in Rome, right? So the government in Rome, you didn't get paid to be in the government.
Okay.
Right? That was a rich man's government because you didn't get paid, right?
Yeah, you're basically so rich you just fucking go and show up and volunteer.
And so
and you get to make rules.
Right. In their class, they had the optimates. And the optimates, they were like aristocrats, right? And there was this guy, Gracius, or something like that, Gracius. And he was, before, probably like 80 years before Julius Caesar. And he was like, this is going to fall apart because the plebs, they're going to riot if we don't do something. And we should come up with some kind of compromising government that benefits them as well, right? And they were like,
he saw it coming.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, whatever. Right. And then
let them eat cake.
Yeah. And then around, Julius Caesar's time, what is going on is that the Republic was in a lot of trouble, right? There was a lot of turmoil in Rome. And basically there was turmoil in Rome because Rome would go around, each senator would have these armies, right, that were totally responsible of the senator or the group of senators that backed them, right? And they would go and conquer some place, and then they would bring back a bunch of goods, right? And they would bring back slaves, and the slaves would bring down the labor market, right? Because why hire somebody when I could just buy a slave, right? Or this person's, he's distraught and he's in Rome and doesn't know anybody, doesn't know the language. He'll work for fucking free, basically, just for a meal. And so that was bringing the wages down, right? And they would bring in the foreign goods, and that would put, because they were conquering and bring them in mass. That would put, like, if you were a shoe cobbler and they brought in a bunch of shoes that they conquered from somewhere, you're out of fucking business now all of a sudden, right? Because now the market's flooded with shoes and they're super cheap. And, the housing prices kept going up, the food prices, all the things that there's limited in Rome, right? The prices started to go up. So the people couldn't afford to live there. They couldn't afford to eat. They couldn't afford medicine, right? Or their form of medicine, whatever.
Right.
And zero luxuries, right? And so there's this guy named Cassius, right? And he was like, this shit's going to go bad soon, right? Like, you guys are arguing all the time, all on behalf of yourselves. And meanwhile, they're fucking rioting out there. By the way, I'm the richest guy here, right? And I think we should change this. And so, Caesar, he was a optimate. He was an aristocrat.
Optimate.
Yeah, but he was a warrior, right? And he started to, stick up for the people, and he became popular. This is where populists come from, populism.
All right.
And they're like, well, fuck this dude. Let's get rid of this guy, right? Get him the fuck out of the room as soon as possible.
The rich guys were saying this about him.
About him. So let's send him way up north by the Swiss, where Switzerland is today, right?
Okay.
Near the Alps. And when he got up there, the Gauls started to they started to act up and throwing raids against Roman themes, they were called. They're like territories, but they're not quite what we would call a territory, like
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, or Guam or something.
Okay.
And they were in various stages of Romanism, right? And so, you may go to a theme that is just like any other Roman province, right? Or you may go there and there's nothing Roman there really, except for the soldiers. But the Gauls started to do raids, and Caesar was like, I need help up here. We got the Gauls. And they're like, yeah, good luck, Caesar. And so then Caesar said, all right, well, they're not coming, so I'm going to go conquer Rome on my own. And then he did it. And then he brought back Vercingetorix, who was the high king of the Gauls, right? He was the king of the kings, right?
Okay.
Of all the different tribes. And he brought him back to Rome and killed him in front of the Roman people, and he didn't bring slaves with him, right? And or at least not a large quantity, right? And they took all the booty and they gave it to the people, and everybody
to appease them all. Like, here, I'm going to relieve some of your suffering.
Yeah, and they were like, "This fucking Caesar guy is awesome." Right?
Yeah.
And so then, like, they got to leave because you're not allowed there only to bring bounty. You weren't allowed to bring an army into Rome unless you had bounty, right? And so they kicked him back out, and then they started to clamp back down again. And they're like, "Yo, Caesar, they're clamping back down on the people. They're gonna outlaw you soon. What are you gonna do?" And he was like, "We're going back to Rome." All right, and that's when they crossed the Rubicon.
And he got rid of the Senate.
He got rid of the Senate, but Rome was going to fall anyway. He saved Rome by making it a dictatorship,
right? For a while longer.
Right? And it reminds me of today because we see the same thing with immigration, people coming in, lowering the labor market, raising the housing prices, raising the price of food, raising the price of medicine, right? Because those are limited resources.
Okay.
And Italy was looking for Rome was looking for a big, strong man to come and solve all their problems, right? And I see that in the Western world today, where everyone's looking for like a leader, not a politician, right? They want a leader, right? Somebody who's going to stick up for them and against the entire Western globalization plan, which is
anybody that's like speaking that way is like instantly called a populist.
Yes.
And a far right person.
Oh, yes.
And it's all like they're trying to it's not going with their plans of this new world order or whatever the fuck it is.
New world order.
Did you see Trump said he'll never let them go with a centralized
digital currency?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
that was
great.
huge.
Did you hear what Matt Gaetz said?
No.
So Matt Gaetz was like, he went up to the RNC convention, gave a speech. It was really short. It was energetic. And he was like, yeah, we're going to put in term limits, and we're going to outlaw you being able to put money in the stock market if you're in Congress.
Oh, I did catch that. Yeah.
And I was like, so you're going to fuck yourself? That's awesome. Like,
yeah, because there's no doubt insider trading going on.
I thought to myself, how could anybody be against this?
You're brainwashed. That's how you're against it.
Right. I mean, all the Bernie bros should be right on board with this, right?
I am. I was a Bernie bro for a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like, what the fuck? Like, how did this? I wasn't a Bernie bro, but I'm like, how the fuck did this happen?
I mean, I wasn't the second time. That's when they started calling them Bernie bros. The second time was when they called them Bernie bros. The first time, they just said, fuck you. And they just took the...
They did that the second time, too.
Yeah, but it was... They really... They slandered him. Like, the first time was just like, we're going to take it away because we're not... The delegates, we're going to just... We're not going to let them vote for you.
Right.
So that was all underhanded. And he had way more popularity than Hillary Clinton.
Oh, yes.
But they just took it the same way Elizabeth Warren gave all of her votes to Biden this past time around when it was, I forget, it was against Bernie again.
Yes.
Yeah.
To beat Bernie out.
But this time, though, when he was in there, they were calling him a Russian asset and fucking all that shit.
He's a Russian asset too?
Oh, sure. They got Tulsi in that, and they did Hillary.
Party
Hillary even fucking threw the mud at Bernie.
I remember they were calling Jill Stein, the Green Party candidate, a Russian asset. I'm like, really?
Well, that's how stupid the Democrats are.
The Green Party is a Russian asset now. Really? The fuck out of here.
That's how dumb your average Democrat is, though. They're willing to eat it all up.
They're just,
eat it all up, lap it up.
You know, I see a lot of it based on, like, what's fashionable. What the fuck's that got to do with politics? Like, Kamala Harris is more fashionable than Trump. She's more...
Yeah, she's younger.
She's in these streets, quote, unquote.
Guzzling.
She actually said that. Did you hear that?
I heard her say she was in the streets.
I'm in these streets. Oh, you are? The Vice President of the United States. You're in the streets. Really? Okay. Get the fuck out of here. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love the absurdity of everything.
It's gone. It's gone. It's so absurd at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really pissed about this. Just like anoint Kamala Harris out of nowhere, and it has nothing against her. It's the fucking skipping of the whole process, the whole democratic process. You know, the save democracy part. Fucking gone.
Yeah, let's save democracy. Anoint her.
Exactly. Right. And it was cracking me up too when they were calling him a tyrant, Trump a tyrant, right? Because Biden refuses to step down, and he's fucking anyway. You know.
I also seen that at the beginning of the COVID narrative, MSNBC, I think it was Joy Reid was talking to Rachel Maddow, and or one of them, and she's just like, well, you know, he's got COVID, and if he like comes back from that and like, you know, surges, that's just as admirable, isn't it? Because it's like he's beating death. It's just as admirable as a surviving assassination, right? Because he's old and he came back from this incredibly hard disease. So it should be just as admirable, right? Just a brave sign of strength.
Sure, yeah. And I got a splinter in the Cayman Islands. That means I should get a Purple Heart Award for the Spanish War. Like, what the fuck? Fucking idiots.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Out of your fucking mind. He got COVID. Just like getting shot in the head. And then they were trying to say it was glass.
Right, the monitor.
And then they're there.
There's so much false reporting in the beginning. They said that Trump falls down and Secret Service picks him up. It's like CNN had that like 10 minutes after it happened.
Loud noises.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
President, do you think it was an assassination? Oh, I have ideas, but I don't want to say yet. What? Of course it was an assassination. What do you think they were trying to do? Trim his hair? Pierce his ear?
So stupid.
Fucking dumb as fuck. All right, maybe I'd be very surprised if he staged it. I would actually have to give him fucking credit because he pulled it over everybody's eyes, right? You would have had to pull it over to Secret Service, Homeland Security, the governor of Pennsylvania, the state police, the regular police, the sheriff. You know, there's a lot of agencies he would have had to pull the wool over, right? Especially, I think the governor's Democrat, right? In Pennsylvania.
I do not know.
I know that Pittsburgh is Democrat, right?
Yeah, and Philly and all that shit.
Philly's way Democrat.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh might go Republican, maybe. It's a clean.
Wait, Philly's not. They were in.
Philadelphia's a shithole.
Wait, they were in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, they were outside of Pittsburgh. Yeah, Butler, Pennsylvania.
All right, yeah, because Philly's
outside of Trenton.
That's way down south. Yeah,
that's by Williamton, Delaware.
Williamton,
that's a
Delaware. Yes.
Philly sucks. I'm sorry.
That's a great town until it just went too woke. I have like a lot of great cities out there.
Fucking Kensington's a mess.
I was in Dick's Sporting Goods and I went to the bathroom and I was like, it says, we don't tolerate, and it had a big long list of fucking things there. And, of course it had racism, and then it had some other shit. Like, I don't even know what it was. We don't tolerate, and it's like, the fuck is this?
What is this shit? All right. Did you see the baby get shot in Philadelphia the other day?
Yeah, unfortunately, I saw that clip.
Yeah. Baby should have known better. Strolling in the hood like that. Come on, baby.
Should have had a gun, baby.
Should have been strapped, baby. That's evil right there. Shooting a baby. Like that was, I would torture somebody like that, I think.
Yeah, time to bring back the old torture rap. Yeah.
There was a lot less bullshit when it was going on.
That's the Democrat way, though, I guess. It's like, let's defund the police, let shit go crazy, let everybody be a victim so they have something to complain about and be angry about, and then there's no justice, and our country slowly falls apart.
Yeah, I mean, that whole defunding the police while telling me the worst threat to America was fucking white supremacy, I was just like, the fuck are they trying to do? Wait, the worst threat is white supremacy and you don't want any cops? What the fuck you guys trying to do?
A pretty stupid move.
Yeah. And then when the literally Hitler, I hope he gets better soon. Like that shit. And then they
Oh man,
fucking clowns.
They're basically like open wounds, though. You can't really discuss anything with them because it's like you're fucking pouring salt into their fucking,
You're a clown if you think that. You're a clown if you call them Hitler and then say, oh, I shouldn't get shot in the head, though.
But the thing is that they can't admit that's why you have idiots out there like Jack Black and the fucking whatever his name is, Kyle, whatever his sidekick is. They're all wishing that it actually had worked. They can't admit that their leaders lied to them.
But check this out. Jack Black was at the fundraiser in L.A. a couple weeks before the debate.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you that Biden was fucking senile.
George Clooney did in his letter.
In his letter, he finally did after it was...
Yeah, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later.
After it was obvious to the world, right?
And we knew for the last 3 years, 3.5, 4 years.
I knew he was going to run. I must have said this 100 times.
You knew they were going to pick him.
I knew they were going to pick him to cover up his crimes.
Obama's crimes? Both of them.
Biden's crimes.
Yeah.
That's how I knew they were going to pick him.
I saw Alex was insinuating he's keeping Obama in check because Obama really wants to run the show still, and that's probably why he was ordered to say Kamala's next, because Obama's still got his, they're both blackmailing each other is what it comes down to. They're both like, well, I got more dirt on you, and they're like, no. He's like, I know you got, Big Mike got a big old fucking dang-a-lang.
I heard. All right, so
that's some rumors that conspiracy theories out there.
I just saw a clip from, I guess it must have been 2008 or 2007. They're in the Democratic primary, and Biden says to Obama, he says, "Well, Barack got tested for HIV, right? We got to get the word out there." Da, da, blah, 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 da, da, da.
That it's okay to get tested for HIV.
Yeah. And then Hillary's nodding on, And then Barack's like, I just want to make it clear, I got tested with Michelle, my wife. But he was insinuating that he was gay.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, why else would Obama clear it up like that?
Because he's got a guilty conscience.
That's exactly. He's either got a guilty conscience or Biden was insinuating that he was gay.
He's a articulate, clean black man.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You can't go into a 7-Eleven or anymore about an idiot accent.
Vote for me or you're going black.
We don't need another mayor. He was the last person to use that word on the Senate floor.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We probably got no sound for the last hour.
Oh, I gotta take this. Can you entertain for a minute?
This one here is a tribute. Nah, I just think it's bullshit that they just anointed fucking Kamala Harris out of nowhere. I mean, it shouldn't surprise me because that was like their only move, really, but. It's just such a disrespect to the autonomy of the American people and the voice of the American people. It's like a slap in the face, really. I would have liked a better choice. I think I'm a registered independent now. I don't think I could have voted in the primary, but I would have liked the choice. But no, they just fucking anointed Kamala Harris. I'm not sure if this is the first time that this has happened since the primary system's been in place or not. It wouldn't surprise me, with the exception of assassinations. But they keep calling Trump a fascist, and meanwhile they're making deals in China, right? They're not allowing manufacturing in China because they like the Chinese, right? They're doing that to benefit the corporations to make more profit, right? That's why there's shit fucking grown in Argentina, fucking packaged in Thailand and sold in U.S. And that's all undermining your labor, right? And it's all at the benefit of corporation. It's like some kind of like mercantile fucking system or corporatism, you could say, right? And they're doing the same thing with like Ukraine, like, and even Israel, right? Because United States is the biggest supplier of weapons in the world, and we keep giving these aids to Ukraine and other foreign countries for weapons that they buy from fucking private corporations in the U.S. that the private corporations make a profit off of, right?
Should have left you on your own camera. What the fuck was I thinking? What a shitty producer.
They just want like an endless war so they could just keep selling weapons. And you know what? The Russians might even want that too because they sell a lot of fucking weapons.
What's the subject here? Where'd you get onto?
I'm complaining. I'm just
about Zelensky, Putin.
I was.
Oh, by the way, that was great.
What?
Everybody, the president of Ukraine, President Putin.
President Putin.
Anyway, so you're bitching. You're bitching.
Yeah, I was just bitching. I'm upset about this anointment of Kamala Harris, right?
I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see how they think. Like the only play that they got. Wait, maybe they. Pump. I need to get a dun zoom, but maybe they whack her and then blame it on a Trump supporter.
Oh yeah, that could be. I was thinking,
and then they put old Gavin in there as a nice, clean cut fucking American boy.
Could be. I was thinking that they were gonna whack Biden because they got nothing. They got no use for him.
That was two birds with one stone. That's what was my original theory. I was like, oh well, if they just go back and give him the old blast, that then fucking it's like, okay, well, we got rid of him, and now all that goodwill has just turned right back against
all that sympathy vote.
Donald Trump.
All right. I don't fucking.
That's how simple people's minds are. Isn't it amazing?
I know people that said they're going to vote for her just because she's a woman. What the fuck is that?
Oh, boy.
Like, all right, cool. I'm not going to vote against her because she's a woman. I'm going to vote her against her because her policies suck. Like,
they don't understand these.
I voted for a woman before. I voted for Jill Stein.
Well, that's who you thought would do the best job. You got to do what you got to do. That's what people don't understand with this new identity politics, and it's horrible. The identity politic is fucking like, well, you know what we have? We have the biggest victim over here.
Yes.
And they should tell you how to run the world because they've been victimized.
Right. And there's some like victim categories I'm just not getting. Like the Latinos. How did you, what do you mean? You're conquerors. You fucking conquered a third of the world. What the fuck you talking about? You're a victim somehow. How did the fucking all of Central and fucking South America speaks fucking Spanish or Portuguese practically?
And they're the victims.
Somehow they're the victims.
It's a great point.
I don't know how the fuck that they ended up with the most land in the Western Hemisphere. How the fuck are they the victims? They found half this fucking country.
It's a great point. I can't wait to use it. And
Christopher Columbus sailed for Spain.
Not Italy.
Not Italy. That was Verrazano. Hey. Old Verrazano, huh?
Hey, Verrazano.
Yeah, he came up here and he was like, hey, there's a river there. See it.
Oh, man. Yeah, the anointment of the great Kamala.
Yeah, like what the fuck? This is a
Kamala.
Chick who got caught withholding evidence against prisoners, convicts, so that she can keep them in fucking prison.
And also going after her own future running mate, calling him a racist. But everybody just
Yeah, conveniently forgot that, right? She was Montel's side piece for a while, right?
She also insinuated that he was a friggin' rapist.
Montel Williams?
No, Biden. Kamala.
Yes. I saw Tara Reid.
Kamala.
Tara Reid, she made a X post. I've been making a lot of gains on X lately.
Dude.
What?
The Hodge twins?
Yeah, I got a like from the Hodge twins today. Thanks, Hodge twins.
Good show for y'all. You think if we contacted them and asked them if we could do them in blackface, they'd let us?
Oh, yeah, they would.
They probably, we just sit here going, got a good show for y'all today.
Goddamn good show.
Goddamn good show for you today. They'd be like, yeah, white cracker, go ahead.
Yeah, they're funny as hell. And I got followed by Elon Musk. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't like that.
You didn't like getting followed by Elon?
No.
What kind of fucking shit have you been posting on the X that gets you these follows?
Actually, I think Elon followed me because I wrote some moderate view, because that's the only thing I could think of why the fuck he would follow me.
Okay.
So he asked the question whether we were for voter ID and why. And I wrote no, because I want the government to do their job, like to eliminate the need for me to have a voter ID, right?
Okay.
Like if the Board of Elections was doing their job, if immigration was doing their job, if Border Patrol was doing their job or being allowed to do their job, I wouldn't need a voter ID, right?
True that, man.
But because they don't do their job,
speak to the choir.
And there's all this mail-in balloting and fucking dead people voting.
Yeah, gotta have that. We gotta have this law. We gotta secure somehow. We gotta be secure. It's like, how come you can't go to the fucking store and just buy whatever you want without ID? Because it's illegal.
It's illegal, right? The Democrats try to pass a bill letting illegal immigrants vote. I didn't fucking believe it. So I had to go look on fucking Congress.org. And they try to pass a bill to let fucking illegal immigrants fucking vote. And I'm like, how the fuck are these fuckers not getting hung in the streets? Like, what the fuck is going on? What?
Hung.
Yeah.
I'm getting hung.
If they tried that shit in 1800, they'd be tarred and feathered, man.
Oh, my God.
We should let the English vote. Fuck you.
It's definition of a traitor.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We should let the English vote, man.
Maybe King George should get a vote.
He's been victimized. He lost land.
Putin's planning on coming to the UN on November 5th. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's gonna have to, come and take his rightful place as the leader of the free world, according to MSNBC.
I don't know if that's true. People were just saying that that's what it said.
Oh my God.
I have no idea if that's what it said.
That's exactly what a Democrat's gonna say, though. It's like if he does show up, they'll be like, "Oh well, that's just because he finally got his boy in there, Trump again."
Well, he's saying he's going to show up on election day.
Is he going to vote?
Yes. I think that was the premise of him going to the UN on election day.
I'm going to vote in the American elections.
What the country?
I vote for Jill Stein.
I mean, if they were flooding across to Alaska, you think they would still be trying to do this? Get illegals to vote?
Well, I got another conspiracy theory. It's not even a conspiracy theory. This is a common sense thread of thought. Most Latinos, not Latinx motherfuckers, who they hate that fucking word. Latinos, unless they're going to get paid to vote for the DNC, they're going to vote for Trump because they like traditional values,
and Jesus,
religion, family. They like fucking safety. That's what they're running away from, is not being safe. And these dumbass Democrats think they're going to vote for fucking whoever they just tell them to. And it's like, I don't think they'll vote for them unless they actually physically pay them, which they're doing, but
they will pay them.
Yeah. They'll be like, just give us your ballot and we'll take it from there. Here's $20.
That's, like Plato in the Republic. He said something to the effect that, the tyrant's going to come and he's going to forgive debt and he's going to give away money and then he's going to take power, right? And, and you're going to back him and you're thinking that you're going to get in and then he's going to turn on you. He's going to turn his forces on you and you're going to be out. Right?
It's true.
And yeah, we've seen it unfold 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
Stalin did it, right? Fucking. I'm waiting for Joe Biden to be erased in the pictures of him and Kamala.
Oh, like they got to get some pictures of her out there, so like just Photoshop him out. That's a great picture of her, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Can we just like get Joe, like just make him invisible?
Invisible, yeah. It's gonna happen.
Oh shit!
Unfucking believable. She has the record for putting people away for pot.
In California?
Well, they're the most popular.
Worldwide?
State. I don't know about worldwide.
Oh, no, not worldwide. Countrywide.
I believe so, yes.
Wow. Well, it's statistics, they're easy to find, and you can find damning ones on both sides, but that's pretty damning if it's true.
Well, yeah. Then she went on to claim that she smoked pot to college, listened to Biggie and Tupac in the 80s somehow.
And they weren't released yet.
Yeah, they weren't even out yet.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to fucking campaign with one of the biggest pathological liars of all time in political history, you might as well be one.
Yeah, and that shit with the debate. Well, Trump lied. Well, you fucking lied out of your mouth too all the time. Like, what the fuck?
That's how he lost his first presidential nomination, or his first presidential run, plagiarizing three different speeches.
Yes. Why?
I think one was a Robert Kennedy speech,
Yeah,
too.
but why would you even do that?
Because he's a mutt.
I guess so. Like, I don't even understand that. How hard could it be to write a decent speech?
I don't know. Probably not too hard.
Probably not too hard.
I mean,
a great speech is another thing.
Right. That's a whole nother thing.
Right. But a decent speech that expresses how you feel and what you want to do is pretty easy.
Yeah, they say just speak honestly, speak the truth.
Honestly, speak the truth.
But a lot of politicians, they can't speak honestly. It's that's not in their nature.
We'll circle back on the truth there.
Gonna circle back to it.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
So, yeah, the anointment of Kamala Harris is underway.
Well, we gotta get some kind of like election scam going first. Like, I don't know, this bird flu or something to fucking shake it up.
Well, my thing is, like, if they say they can't stop Donald Trump from getting elected, well, they're gonna crash the economy, kind of like they did with the pandemic, just to make him not be able to achieve his goals.
Sure, maybe start a war. Yeah.
Well, they might. I thought they would have tried to start that before the election already with Joe. But maybe getting rid of him might create the perfect opening for that to pop off.
Might. Who the fuck knows? I know that tensions are high if I ran again. And Joe ran because he thought fucking Trump was going to start a war if I ran. And he couldn't have that. Anyway, fucking bullshit artist.
Even, Anna Kaspera on TYT was fucking defending Trump and the warmonger stuff. Like, they're all saying he's a warmonger, and Jenk is fucking vomiting out his mouth about stuff, and she's like, well, if you remember, everybody wanted Trump to go to war with Iran, but his base was like, no, we don't fucking want you to go to war, and he listened to him.
We don't want any wars.
And Trump listened to his base.
Yeah, she's brought that up quite a few times, that he's listened to his base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a thing with him ranting about Biden recently.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he thinks that Biden isn't progressive at all, right? He's actually the opposite of progressive.
Well, he fucking turned with everybody else. He flip of a dime, they all got their marching orders. Now you can talk bad about Biden.
Yes.
You know,
it's ridiculous how, especially this Kamala Harris shit. It just blew my mind how quickly people just, yep, that's what I want, Kamala Harris. What?
You didn't even think about anybody else for a hot second?
Not even a second. You didn't get a voice, nothing.
Yeah.
You didn't hear from anybody else? Nobody said.
You didn't like look around?
There was nobody else.
What's going on out there? Who else is out there?
It was just, no, you're going to vote for Kamala, and that's it. Shut up. Lick my boot.
What's that? The old NPC meme? Somebody's going to have that
I've
one out
seen
there.
It already. I got it down.
Must vote for Harris.
They pulled out the Biden chip and put in the Harris chip. Harry Sisson on X was the worst. Oh, my God. So, you know who he is? He's this Gen Z kid.
No.
He's a total shill for Biden.
Is he the one that they got caught paying?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Biden's the best president that's ever lived. He's the best leader that's ever been.
That's easy to say when you're getting paid by the administration.
Next fucking day, today, on a drop of a dime, within minutes, he was chilling for Kamala Harris. And I was wondering who's going to get custody of you.
Who's getting custody?
I was wondering.
Who's getting shill custody?
I was wondering who's going to get custody of Harry Sisson. All right, fucking.
Wow. That's funny. Yeah, that guy. Who knows how many people they've had on their payroll as far as influencers go, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Where's all the never Bidens?
I don't see anybody out there on the right being like fucking. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't people out there that might be getting side money from fucking political interests to be pro. I mean, of course that's happening all over. Look at fucking the Daily Caller or which one's Shapiro's fucking outfit?
The Daily Wire.
Daily Wire. Those guys are
neocons.
They're damn well, they're getting money from the machine to be fucking
neocons.
shills.
Yeah.
But for the most part, people that we've watched have funded themselves.
Yes.
And that's, why they're not buyable to, you can't sway their opinion.
No.
They just have their own opinion. They formulated through their own, this is dangerous, research.
Right. You could sue Alex Jones for $1 billion and he doesn't change his opinion. You could literally sue that fucker for $1 billion.
The biggest friggin' payday ever in any court system. And we're talking about, you got Halliburton out there. You got fucking Enron. We got who knows how many class action lawsuits from Big Pharma. And Alex Jones is the one with the record.
He's got the record. Until they decide to fucking find Trump. Actually got immunity, didn't he?
That happened while we were off the air.
We kind of knew that was going to happen, though. It kind of makes sense. And then the fucking leftist retards, they're thinking, he could just go kill Trump now. Right, because that's in the purview of the office to go kill your political opponents. Sure.
Well, it happened not soon after.
True. Put the bullseye on him. He didn't mean it that way, I don't think.
What? The bullet was what?
So Biden, in one of his bullshit interviews.
Oh, yeah, put the bullseye on him.
It's time to put the bullseye on back of Trump. Right. I don't think he meant it that way, but whatever.
It was definitely not the most. I mean, I don't know. They've been saying all kinds of fucked up shit for the past 4 years about, get out in the streets and make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Famous Maxine Waters quote. When you see them, you got to fight.
I make fun of that almost every week when I tell you, if you see them out there, you grab your piece and you blow that Democrat away. No.
Oh, my God. Yeah, with your, when he says peace, he means guitar, and blow the minds away with music. That's what he's meaning.
That's what I meant, yeah. No, but, I mean, political violence is the opposite of politics. It's like, these people don't care about anything.
That's why they're trying to get all of their minions to be, like, so hate-filled, and, like, they want blood because they believe they're fighting Hitler.
I hope he gets better soon.
But you can't kill Hitler. That we didn't really mean it when we called him Hitler. We want him to get better. We might have taken it a little too far. Sorry about that. Let's bring the temperature down. But let's not really do that.
Yeah, no. And that dumb bitch, I think she's on MSNBC. And Trump got up and he said, fight, fight, fight. That's not the message we want right now in this volatile time. Shut the fuck up. You just shot in the head.
I'm pretty sure you can say whatever you want if you just avoided a bullet. Unless he did it himself.
Unless he shot himself, right.
Yeah, it was a squib.
Shot himself in the ear from 400 yards.
I told my brother this. I go, there's 3 things that happen. A, we just had an assassination attempt on a president. And there's nothing that our Secret Service could do about it.
Right.
They're completely incompetent.
Sure.
B, Trump faked it just so he could get votes. Or C, friggin' they let it happen. They wanted it to happen. Our government participated in it.
Yeah.
Any 3 of those I don't want to be a part of.
No, none of them. All right. It's funny that Jimmy Carter is often quoted as the worst president, hated by MAGA, just roaming around by himself out there, building houses. Nobody says nothing to Jimmy Carter. I would say, hey, Mr. President, nice to meet you.
How many people he assassinate?
I don't know, but at least 3.
At least 3?
At least 3. You get 3, right?
Who you get?
What's that?
Who'd he get?
I don't know who he got. I'm just know that you get 3.
Oh, okay.
I think George Carlin pointed that out.
Oh.
I'm quoting somebody. I don't know who the hell fucking Jimmy Carter assassinated.
Maybe some oil people
Maybe.
during the oil crunch.
Probably the almond farmers. Got to get rid of these almond farmers. They're cutting in my peanut business.
How am I going to sell all these peanuts?
I'm going to sell all these fucking peanuts. You ever been to Georgia? How hard it is to sell peanuts down here?
Oh, man.
They're literally going for peanuts. Anyway.
They'll work for peanuts.
Fucking A.
Okay, well, any other news we got going on besides our, that boring-ass month that was... I mean, we missed him getting pardoned. Or not pardoned, but we missed him getting immunity. We missed him getting assassinated. We didn't miss today, which was Biden stepping down, although we predicted it many moons ago.
Vivek said it at the
fucking
primary debate.
At the debate. It's everywhere. You can go watch it. Vivek called it over a year ago.
Listen, we know Joe Biden's not going to be the nominee.
So just come on out and tell us
it's going to be Mike Obama or whatever.
Mikey Obama. Oh. Yeah, he called it. And a lot of other people as well. Roger Stone, I think Alex, of course.
Trump. The day after the assassination where they got that leaked footage, allegedly. It was supposed to be allegedly damning leaked footage of Trump the day after the debate. He's playing golf, and they got footage of him.
Right, yeah.
And he's like, it's going to be Harris, which is good, I think. She's the worst.
She's the worst. He was right, too.
He was right. He was, almost 2 weeks ahead of it.
Uh-huh.
How did he know? I don't know.
And all these people that are like, they're just like sucking on the tit of MSNBC and, CNN. Like,
they thought he had a bad night.
I know. He's been having years that are bad lately.
He's been having bad years.
Bad fucking years.
Unfortunately, really. And then you wonder, like, did they fucking poison him slowly or something? Like,
could be. But the other thing too is like his obviously, I mean, his family don't give two fucks about him.
Oh no, Hunter's in there fucking being an advisor.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs, as they say. Very sad state of affairs.
Your phone's going off again.
I know, I'm popular.
You think that he's gonna get pardoned?
I've heard that that's what's going down. The brother and fucking and son are gonna get the pardons.
I mean, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, if you pardon him, and then it's like, nobody's above the law, except for him and illegals. And if he doesn't pardon him, then he's a bad dad, right?
He's a bad dad. I think he's already
a bad dad.
He's already fucking fulfilled that.
Remember when they told you that, those pictures of Hunter Biden running around naked was Russian collusion? Russian disinformation.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck did they do? Hire Hunter Biden for their campaigns? Is he working for the Russians?
The Chinese spy master is my boss.
No, you don't understand. My best friend, he's missing. He's the richest man in he's the Chinese spy master, and he's been missing. What?
You want to see this crack cocaine next to my ding dong?
Here's my ding dong next to some M&Ms. Watch me bang this 13-year-old hooker. Fuck. I mean, they were Asian, so I couldn't tell, This is gonna sound
how many agencies, intelligence agencies, 40-some?
51.
51 intelligence agencies have confirmed that this
is...
Agents.
Right.
Former agents.
I think there's only 17.
How many of those guys fucking ever got, like, called out?
None of them. Who were they?
Don't matter. It's like a...
It was that chill that Obama had.
Anonymous tipper.
Right. Anonymous sources.
Oh, boy.
Anonymous sources said Hitler eats people. And Trump eats Hitler. So that makes them worse than Hitler. Anonymous source.
Did you... where are you going with that?
What?
I don't know. It sounded like you had another thought on the tip.
Probably did.
I wanted to ask you if you saw the Shane Gillis and Adam Ray
Kill
Tony.
Yeah, I did.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Holy
pretty good.
shit, was that funny?
He's got that face like just totally dazed. Like he's geeked out of his mind or something. Holy shit.
Anybody that wants a damn good laugh, go watch Kill Tony from last Friday or something like that.
Shane Gillis
as Trump. Adam Ray as Biden. Fucking hilarious in some parts. And the best was just watching Tony fucking laugh. Because, you know, he usually has fun every now and then, but he was fucking having a ball because those two were killing.
Right, they were getting some hefty laughs out of the crowd. I saw that redhead wheelchair girl. She was pretty funny the week before.
I missed that one.
She's a pretty girl, but she's in a wheelchair, and she's like, the worst part about being in the wheelchair is nobody knows how great of an ass I have. And she's like, most girls, you know, they want a guy that could fuck them that can't walk straight. I want a guy that can fuck me till I can walk.
Oh, my God.
She was great.
Yeah, she sounds wonderful. That's a good one.
I liked it.
Yeah. Did you like the Jurassic Park jokes?
I didn't get them.
You didn't. You never watched.
Jurassic Park.
You fucked up. You fucked up because it was so funny when he said it. Like, why couldn't you see Dr. What the fuck was his name? I forget what his name was in the movie, but he's like, why couldn't you see him when he stopped moving? And that's like the main part of the movie where one of the velociraptors, they only sense friggin' movement. Yeah. And that dude, you know, with his short arms, he was obviously like,
right.
It was just fucking off the cuff. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I never saw Jurassic Park.
Did you like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle references?
I think I did, yeah.
Hilarious. It was the Mexican dude. He was out there and he was like talking about, oh yeah, like my boss calls me like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like security guard or something like that. And he goes, and then Shane Gillis says Trump. He's like, they're coming up through the sewers. I was like, holy shit.
They're coming into our country up through the sewers.
They're coming up through the sewers.
They're bringing crime.
Mexican titties.
Yeah, we're all the American titties.
I've talked to her backstage. The tits, the real. I touched them.
I touched them. Like already said, I grabbed them.
This country's going to hell. There's Mexican titties.
Yeah.
Oh God, so much. Go watch that episode if you want to have a good laugh.
It was pretty good, yeah. Now I think about it.
And hopefully we'll do the Hodge twins in blackface, and it'll be kind of close.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We can get them on.
And then we can do blackface with them?
They can do whiteface and we can do blackface.
Wow, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be. I'd be stoked to meet those two.
Oh, dude, they're fucking so funny, dude.
I think it'd change my life.
I don't know about that, but I
It'd
think
be inspirational.
To me, they remind me of like my older brother and fucking some other, like, you know, they're just old school.
Yes, it reminds me of being in school.
Yeah.
Exactly what it reminds me of. How we would carry on in school and nobody would get upset.
Yeah, you don't get upset. You just have fun. You're like, and being like out of bounds is fun.
Yeah, like, I can't believe he said that.
That's hilarious. But it's hilarious. Yeah, like hanging out with Terry or something and Noel back in the day.
Well, it's like these people are, the younger generation is offended by everything. We used to purposely try to offend each other.
Yeah, it's fun. It still is fun.
It still is fun, yeah. But you can't do it with the younger generation. They get all upset.
Yeah. They get what's called a butt hurt.
Butt hurt, yeah. Was that the Indian guy? We call that butt hurt.
We call that butt hurt.
The white man come and he got butt hurt.
The white man's been here.
How could you tell?
We're speaking English.
I fucking love that one. I'd love to see that in a movie from the 50s or something. That would have been great.
I look up with that Biden scared face too, like we're speaking English.
Because you never thought about it in the films.
Oh no, it's hilarious.
Like they would go as far as like some mumbo jumbo that they would say like how or something, right? And that was it. And then they'd start speaking English.
And that kills me too. The old hand gesture like this. There's so many more hand gestures.
Who the fuck made that up?
It was probably like part of one tribe's like way of greeting or something like that, but it wasn't fucking like a universal thing.
No.
But there were so many other hand gestures and of like, this and this and that and
full spectrum.
That's the only one.
They wrote in beads.
Mm-hmm.
Mind boggled. Boggles me mind.
It's out instead of like putting down a treaty on paper, they put it into a fucking a big belt or a fucking beaded fucking story or whatever.
You know how much you got to fucking remember for that shit? It ain't like our
memories. You're talking about memories.
All alone in the moonlight. Yeah, man. So, what else we got going on?
Get pop culture going on. Anything good? Anything bad?
Yes, I saw a video from Billie Eilish today say that support Joe Biden no matter what. So I'm going to take your advice, Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Is that her name?
I guess.
The green hair.
I guess.
Yeah, I saw her on X. She made a video saying support Biden no matter what.
Even and she knows he stepped down.
No, this is right before he stepped out, maybe an hour or two.
Classic.
I can't wait to see her message tomorrow. Support Kamala Harris no matter what.
Support Kamala.
Yeah, it's just so
support Kamala.
Yes. Like I would get if you hated Trump and you had like an alternative that wasn't a fucking deep state player that's just being told what to do. You know?
Yeah.
But you don't.
No, RFK's that dude.
RFK is that dude.
Yeah.
Right? And
that's why he can talk to Donald and not be like,
I hate you.
But if you're like listen to Tenacious D and you're all in with the fucking hate against Trump, then you can't talk to him because that makes you Russian.
Yeah, or something. White supremacist Russian. Nazi Russian.
Nazi Russian.
I don't know. That makes it doesn't make
that
sense.
Doesn't make any sense. The Russians hate the fucking Nazis.
Yeah, because the Nazis were trying to kill the Russians. They like killed like 60 million.
That's why they don't like those guys in Ukraine.
No, it isn't. I don't like those guys, dude. That shit's over. You know why I know it's over?
Why?
The carts.
What carts?
We're gonna get to that. So you remember in Patton, the movie Patton?
Yeah.
George C. Scott.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
And they're assaulting Germany, and he's like, the war's gonna be over soon. They're losing. They're gonna lose soon. They're gonna give up. He's like, how do you know? He's like, the carts. They're using carts. And he's talked about Napoleon's retreat from Russia, right? And they were dragging the men out in carts and then just leaving the carts and
okay,
because they lost all their horses and shit or ate them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw in Ukraine two things. I saw this one. They got GoPros over there, right? Fucking
yeah,
that's so fucking.
You got everything.
Yeah, this is blowing my mind. Still, it's been going on for like 10 years that these war GoPros have been going on. But anyway, so they're using these little carts to bring supplies to the fucking thing. And I was like, why are they bringing these little carts? Like, what the fuck? So I looked in the thing, and the reason why they're using little carts is because little carts are expensive. Like a truck's expensive, and it will get blown up by a drone, right?
Mm-hmm.
The little cart you could leave there, it gets blown up by a drone, you just run away. Who cares about the cart? Go back and get another one, scavenge what you can off the thing. And I was like, holy shit. And then the other thing with the GoPro, this one got me. Some of these are hard to, I don't know why I subject my shit to this stuff. I guess I'm sick in the head.
I'm a sick fuck.
But it's this Russian soldier, and he runs up on a fucking dugout or whatever, right? A trench, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these 2 Ukrainian kids in there, and I don't know what the fuck he's saying. I got to trust the translators, but he takes their guns and then he walks away, right? And he's like starts sobbing, right? And I was like, what the fuck? So allegedly, I had to look up the translation in the comments.
Okay.
He was upset that there were little kids and he's like, they're sending me to kill fucking kids. I can't kill kids.
Wow.
And he took their guns and went away. And he told them to go home. So they're having dissent because in the Russian army because they don't want to kill kids.
And they're using the fucking carts. So that's like a sign that they're out of fucking...
So they're out of something. Yeah.
They're out of fucking...
I mean, they're still killing Russians. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But...
Well, the conscription has went fucking horribly wrong.
Has it?
Yeah. You know, they were pulling mentally, spectrumized people in and putting them on the front line.
Yeah, I know.
There's video of them putting people, basically Down syndrome people on
that broke my heart.
Also grabbing men off the street with their girlfriend or wife attached to them.
I saw that.
And they've killed so many so many men of fighting age have perished that they're almost non-existent.
Right.
So it's like they've wiped out their own potential for a new generation of Ukrainian.
Right. Brain drain. I'm sure it hurt the Russians too. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it. But what the fuck? This is a nightmare.
And it was all over fucking NATO.
Yeah.
Us just wanting to put fucking shit on his doorstep.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's been a reason why Ukraine's been in the news constantly for fucking 12 years.
Yes. It's because Obama wanted to fucking secretly get him into NATO.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure George Bush wanted that as well.
There was Victoria
Nuland.
Right? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
She was the ambassador, and she set up, she recommended who they should put in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the Maidan uprising, and then the group that she wanted in charge got in charge. And then Russia invaded fucking the Crimea, and we didn't do anything.
Oh, the Red Line, famous Red Line, yeah.
We sent blankets underneath Obama when they took Crimea from Ukraine. And then fucking McCain and Klobuchar and fucking Lindsey Graham went to Ukraine and promised them weapons and said we're going to take the war to Russia when there was no fucking war going on in 2016. And then in December of 2016, there was the Biden-Poroshenko fucking phone call where Biden goes to Poroshenko, listen, don't ask Trump for money because that's the way he'll think about it.
Oh, yeah. That was huge.
What do you mean he'll think about it? Think about what? Like, what are you talking about, Biden? And he was vice president when he did that, so he doesn't have immunity.
That was huge. Huge admission of guilt.
Yes. And then there was, fucking, I can't even, Mitt Romney's son working for a fucking Ukrainian energy company and fucking Pelosi's son. And,
Pelosi's daughter or son.
Yeah. And fucking Hunter Biden working for a Ukrainian energy fucking company. All of a sudden, they're getting money out of Ukraine.
Yeah.
I got to give it to him. He's the only American to get money out of Ukraine.
That says a lot.
Says a lot. You did what none of us else could do, Hunter Biden.
You must have had some dirt on somebody.
You got money out of Ukraine somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, they orchestrated the Maidan. Of course they got dirt on people.
Right.
And I guess that was a lead up to, get Putin in there because the guy before him was more, neutral towards Russia and just wanted to trade with them.
And that goes back to people out alleging that Hunter might be a CIA operative.
I thought the same thing myself because I'm like, how the fuck is he saying all this shit and not getting in trouble? Is this part of a CIA operation? Is this an intelligence operation?
Right, right.
Is he an agent?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first saw the Hunter laptop on a fucking Chinese porn site,
you're like, what the hell's this?
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at, and then I was just like, is this just all blackmail?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it looked like. Were they blackmailing Hunter Biden with these little Chinese people?
With the little Chinese people.
I don't know, man. That's the thing. I don't know how old those people were. It was hard to tell, and it's gonna sound racist because they were Asian. I just couldn't fucking tell. They're I couldn't tell how old they were. They look young.
That's a fair statement. They look young.
They look young to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I had to guess, too young. But I don't know, and I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have any credentials. We don't have nothing to prove that, but they do. They present young.
They present young. I don't know what country they were when the shit went down either.
Pronouns are. You don't know any of that.
I don't know any of that, right? Fucking. Yeah, so. It was disturbing. No, it was disturbing enough that I forwarded to people. And I fucked up because I didn't forward the video. I forwarded the website, and it was like a.
Yeah, Pop-Up Central.
Yeah, it was like a Thailand fucking porn site. I didn't know. And I was sending it to married friends of mine, girlfriends of mine. Like, look at Hunter Biden. And they're like, what the fuck? Yeah, I felt bad about that one.
I thought it was hilarious.
What? The Hunter Biden laptop?
Well, no. The porn site you had to go to see it. And all the pop-ups, because I have tons of blockers and all that shit, so it didn't affect me. But all I know is if other people you sent it to, they were complaining to me about it, and I was like, I don't give a shit. You're the guy that fucking.
I didn't know. Yeah, I sent it to people thinking that it was just a link to
it was
the video.
news.
Yeah.
It was fucking. It should have been world or at least nation-shattering nation.
Oh, it should have been
news, nationwide. Important news.
And it took forever to even come into the news, and when it did, it was Russian disinformation.
Yeah,
starring Hunter Biden and the new doing drugs.
And it was you were blocked on the internet if you wanted to share it.
Oh, yeah.
The post was blocked from sharing, or they took their account down until they said they delete their own post for sharing real news.
Yeah. D. Snyder reversed his opinion a little bit.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
D on Trump?
Yeah.
How'd this work?
It was after the assassination.
Same with Hulk Hogan. Oh, yeah, brother.
I mean, I don't think he's pro-Trump now, but he was like calling for like political violence. I can't stand political violence. I won't tolerate it, yada, yada.
D. Snyder.
D. Snyder.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I wish he was more like Hulk Hogan and Dana White and fucking, Elon Musk. And everybody else that sees the bullshit.
So when I saw Hulk Hogan go up there,
you almost felt like the girl in the Abyss, where she's like, "Hippie, do me a favor, stay off my side."
Kinda. Yeah, I was kind of like that. Because I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, sure, Hogan could have his opinion. You're entitled to have your opinion.
It did make quite a sideshow of it.
And yeah, it was a sideshow. I loved that he came out to I'm a Real American. I thought that was great.
Trumpomania, brother.
Yeah, I loved all that, but it was like surreal, though.
It made it a fucking circus.
Because it felt like fucking Macho Camacho or whatever the fuck the guy's name is from. Not Macho Camacho.
No, it was President Camacho.
President Camacho, right? Macho Camacho was a decent fighter.
So, yeah, it definitely felt a little bit like, what's the movie? Stupidia or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Idiocracy.
Stupidity.
It felt a little bit like that. And then they brought out Kid Rock, and I'm like, all right, they got to get some better celebrities if they're going to bring out celebrities.
Dana White's perfectly acceptable.
Sure.
Perfectly acceptable. He's the arena fucking carnival barker.
Yeah.
So if we're like thinking of this in Roman times, he's the guy that runs the fucking Coliseum.
Yeah, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But he runs an international corporation business, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's
and it's like they're not like the WWE, which is making fake fights.
Right. It's entertainment, sports entertainment. But Dana, he's not a celebrity. In a sense, he's the owner of a popular league, right? Or at least CEO of a popular sports league, right? Which he's gotten notoriety for, but that's all he does besides have some opinions, right? He's funny at times. I think he's funny. But he's not a celebrity per se, right?
Yeah, he's a businessman.
He's a businessman. I guess one of the women was a porn star.
Who?
The chick with the tattoo on her head.
No, she wasn't a porn star.
Yeah, she was a porn star.
No.
Yeah.
I thought.
What's her name? Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. You sure?
Oh yeah, that's what people are saying. I'm not that sure.
I don't think she. No, she's just like some type of influencer. He's gonna double check on this, but I don't think she's a porn star. Because if that's true, they would have had like the real porn stars that are like, maybe what's her name there, Horseface.
All right, so it doesn't say that she's known as a porn star.
No, I don't think she is at all.
I thought she was.
She was like a lefty for a while.
Yes.
And I think she got famous because
she's a model and a television personality.
Yeah, so maybe she's an actress.
Maybe.
I don't know. What the fuck did that tattoo say on her head?
I do porn. Pornhub.com.
Oh my God. So how many
Hold on. I'm going to click on it.
How many it's probably a deep fake, bro.
It probably is.
How many I totally forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
7.
You're right. Trumpomania, brother.
Trumpomania, brother.
It's time to bring back Trumpomania. Get this man back in the White House.
Oh, shit. These are the choices we got here.
Chariots of Gods, right?
And I remember thinking, like,
do me a favor, hippie. Stay off my side.
Now, should he be press secretary?
Hogan?
Yes.
He'd be better than fucking with the Raggedy Ann they got going on.
Dude, he would be great. Well, what's Iran going to do in March?
We're going to circle back, brother.
Let me tell you something, Peter Ducey.
Listen up, Ducey. I'm going to break you over my back. Drop the big leg on you.
Too bad Macho Man wasn't still alive.
Oh, yeah. He would have been a great press secretary.
Great press secretary.
Oh, God.
We dropped that bomb right on Cheesehead. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Somebody get me a Slim Jim. I'm getting hungry up here.
Yeah, that'd be great. Trying to think of what else I got to talk about.
Did we?
Venezuela sent condolences to Trump.
That's nice.
I think they just didn't want.
They want beef.
They didn't want to be suspected.
They don't want any beef.
They were like Cuba in 9/11, where Cuba was like, "You need any help? We'll help you. Do anything you want."
We send the boats now.
We didn't do nothing. It wasn't us. You want money? What do you want?
How much? How much money? How much money you want?
Because Cuba's just there because we let it be.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they're a successful communist country because we're merciful.
And it's a nice place probably for like American elite to get away to and not be under.
Not me. I get tossed out.
Well, you're not elite in that way.
No, I got tossed
You're elite
out.
in a different way.
I got fucking tossed out of Cuba, bro.
I know. We know the story.
All right.
He's upset. He ain't getting it like
I didn't go there on my own accord. Very clear.
Oh shit. We barely touched on the entertainment world.
We're doing that now. Hulk Hogan.
Oh, that's right. I guess we're in there.
What else?
Any movies you watch? Any recommendations?
No. I don't know.
I watched The Bike Riders. I went to the movies.
Did you?
Yeah, popcorn.
I heard there's going to be a Beetlejuice.
I can't wait to see that.
If it's got Michael Keaton, I'm in.
It's going to be Michael Keatonized.
I got Winona's.
It's going to have Winona's.
What about Lenny and Squiggy?
Who the fuck? No, he wasn't in it, was he? No, you're thinking of wrong actors, bro.
No, Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy.
You're wrong.
No, he was the dad.
No.
He was Winona's dad.
No.
Who was that then?
That was the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's the same dude, ain't it?
No.
Oh, all right. Is that the guy, the pedophile one then?
You're thinking of a guy from fucking
Lenny and Squiggy.
Yeah, from fucking
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. Yeah.
And on the bass. And lead bass.
Yeah, this one goes up to 11 now.
You ever see that where they're all playing bass?
I seen it. I just can't remember. I just remember the Stonehenge part where they're all dancing around the little mini Stonehenge.
Yes, they got a miniature Stonehenge. It's like this big.
But it was supposed to be big. Well, it's what we got now, mate.
Oh, God, that movie's so fucking funny.
Oh, shit.
I recommend that movie, even though it's old.
Yeah. All old movies are better than movies today. Like I said, I went to see The Bike Riders, and it was basically somebody made a Martin Scorsese movie, like Goodfellas, just remade it, but with bikers.
Oh, okay. What kind of bikers?
You know, it was a
Hessian
story.
Motor Club.
What?
Hessian.
No. But it was about, the hippie days when the bike clubs first started forming, like right after Rebel Without a Cause, Marlon Brando's movie, you know?
Okay, yeah.
What are you rebelling against? What do you got?
Yeah.
So, it was people just started being like, I want a bike gang. That movie's cool. I'm going to start a gang. So anyways,
what year did it take place
in? It was over a period of time, but I think it went from like early 70s to late 70s, or maybe mid 60s to late 70s.
Okay.
But it was a cool movie. Like I said, it was better than all the trash out there right now, because even though it had the touch, you could see they were still sprinkling on the woke Hollywood, we can't help ourselves shit, but it was done like in the old way where they didn't force it down your throat. Right. They just put it there, and if you're smart enough, you can see it.
You can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to back away from it a little bit, I think.
I hope so, because it makes movies suck.
You know what happened? I didn't watch it. I only saw a clip of it. So remember, I was predicting the rainbow lightsaber.
You did a couple weeks ago.
It kind of happened.
I heard she friggin' go ahead, you reveal.
So she had like a blue lightsaber, and then like I guess she goes evil, and it starts to turn red and purple, and
well, yeah, it has to turn purple to go from one color to the next, but yes. the point being that it was damn close to a rainbow.
Yes, it was close to a rainbow.
But it also totally blows fucking canon.
Oh yeah,
it just takes it, zips the pecker out, zips the pants down, pulls the pecker up, takes a big piss on that hole. Oh, your fucking crystal, your Kuber Kai, what was it? Kind of. What are those crystals?
Whatever.
Kyberium.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but whatever.
Kyber.
The Kyber crystal. There it is. Kyber crystal has. We're fucking nerds. Or we used to be. We just don't. Now it's over. We don't give two fucks about Star Wars anymore.
No, I don't even watch the series.
It's just like I just like hearing about how awful it's become.
Yes, like I've gone through like 2 or 3 canon cycles for Star Wars, and then after that, I was just fucking done. I'm not keeping up with this bullshit.
Yeah, if you can't keep your fucking own story straight, what good is it to have your story?
Right.
Your story sucks.
Yes, if you have to keep rewriting the whole world, it's fucking dumb.
And it can't. Yeah, it's incompatible. And I even hated that back when, like, with the Evil Dead series. I'm like, okay, how come the Evil Dead 2 ending doesn't look like the beginning of Evil Dead Army of Darkness? I don't like that. I don't like it.
Right.
Because, like, in the end of Evil Dead 2, he, like, gets shipped into the medieval past, and he, like, gets there with his boomstick right off the bat, blows away a fucking bad guy, and everybody starts worshiping him.
Yeah.
In the beginning of Evil Army of Darkness, he gets captured. He gets captured and taken as a slave right in the beginning. And I'm like, why the fuck did they change?
From the cabin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the book sends him into the past.
Yes.
So they changed, and Sam Raimi, God bless his soul, he just thought of a new way to do the story, and he did a great fucking movie. I like Army of Darkness.
I do too.
But it's like, I don't see why you couldn't just fucking somehow just flip it around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Budgets. Had a bigger budget.
Right, yeah. He was probably like, well, we can't have him just, off the bat be king because then, there's no story to tell. It's like, yeah, well, you could figure it out. Think a little more. But anyways, yeah, continue.
I think I like Army of Darkness better than
Evil Dead 2?
Yeah.
It's definitely better than Evil Dead 1. I like Evil Dead 2 better than 1 because it's a little bit more funny. It's a lot more funny, actually, and it's a better quality picture. It's basically the same picture, just remade.
With more money.
Everything's better with more money.
With more money in it,
But anyways, yeah, the continuity with Star Wars is so fucking far off track.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like, who gives a shit?
Exactly. It's worse than religion. You get 1,000 different stories from the same religion. Or I could say this thing with Star Wars.
Right.
Here's something I caught. So, the Catholic Church is all for like this immigration into the United States.
I didn't know this.
Well, they're bringing in Catholics.
You mean the immigrants
in the United States? The
Spanish, the descendants.
Yes, are predominantly Catholic.
Well, that's good, I guess. Yeah.
And I guess there's been an uptick in church attendance across the United States.
Yeah, and they're going to vote for Trump.
Oh, I hope so.
Unless they get the friggin', like I said, they're going to send out little stooges that have been browbeated into a frenzy over like democracy's on the line. Go get those friggin' people that can't speak English. Go get all their ballots that we fucking printed out and sent to them. Bring them back here to the fucking,
right.
This harvesting station, and we're going to stick them in this box over here.
Yeah, I'm going to harvest this time. I can harvest. Do you hear about that guy in Michigan that got caught fucking throwing out tens of thousands of votes?
When?
He fucking admitted himself, like the other day. Oh, and a fucking Democratic senator from New Jersey is a fucking foreign agent. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What is this about?
That you knew. You brought it to my attention first. What's his name? Starts with an M.
Oh, you talking about the guy with the gold bars?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember bringing it. I was like, the fuck is this? The guy's got fucking gold bars from Egypt in his closet. Gold bars. Now, why do you get paid in gold? What the fuck?
Because the dollar's fucking falling on his face.
Yeah, and also you don't want nobody to know about it.
And Saudi Arabia is off the petrodollar now.
Mm-hmm. That happened while we were off on break. A lot of things.
We were like, you want to re-up? And they're like, nah, we don't want to re-up. We're good. We're going to trade in other stuff for oil.
Menendez,
that's it.
Mm-hmm. But it was all in his wife's name. So, the house was in his wife's name. The cash was supposedly his wife's. And the gold bars, they were a gift to his wife. So,
What's his wife's name? Hunter? It's the same shit.
Hunter Menendez.
Yes. They're all named Hunter Menendez. They all got a Hunter somewhere. Yeah, that went underneath the radar.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, right? Your second most highest office that you hold in the land outside of the executive office, right, for president, is a senator. That's up there. I mean, that you could vote for. You can't vote for the Supreme Court. But there's only 100 senators, 2 from each state. Territories piss off. It's or districts. You could piss off too, DC.
Don't they have a couple? They I think it's.
No.
Oh wait, no, there's representatives. You're right.
They get representatives. Yeah, they get reps, but they don't get a.
Yeah, you get more representatives by population.
Yes,
but senators only 2.
If you're a state or a commonwealth in the union, you get 2.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how many people you are, and that's based off of Westphalian philosophy, because land costs blood, and there's never been a long-lasting seaborne fucking nation except cults. There's been a couple cults that try to have
seaborne nations. Oh, that sounds like pretty cool.
Well, it can't be done. You can't live off the sea.
Who says, matey?
Those aren't nations, though. Those are, fleets or whatever.
A pirate out there.
What's her Ghislaine Maxwell was trying to do it. She was trying to make a seaborne nation. And
out on the island there? No,
No,
can't
her
be on the
subs.
island. It's gotta be. Oh, with the subs.
Yeah. She was trying to make.
Oh yeah, what happened to that one sub? That was a weird fucking thing. That I haven't thought about that story in a while. Remember that sub where a couple people died? Not the one going down to the Titanic. There was another one.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
I should go look that up.
I think L. Ron Hubbard tried to get out of a prosecution. He tried to start a seaborne nation and void taxes.
10,000 leagues under the sea.
Yeah, he had like a fleet of yachts or something, and he called himself like the Commodore or something.
That's cool. I know one of our friends wants to do that.
Seaborne nation.
You know who you are. Arr.
That's puddle life.
So
to get 2 senators because land gets a vote.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't live on the sea. And that's how we distribute representation evenly throughout the states.
And the thing being is like, yeah, he was New Jersey, right?
Yes, he was a senator, which is the second highest position in the United States that you could vote for.
And
New Jersey.
He was a foreign agent.
He was a foreign agent.
Didn't register as a foreign agent.
Didn't register as a foreign agent. No, just took the money and said, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gone.
And nobody cares.
No, they didn't make much of a stink about it at all.
I mean, I don't even think like half the people I know knew that story even went down.
I don't think they did either.
I could talk to, just probably 85% of the people that I know.
No clue.
Maybe even more, 95%.
No clue.
I'd be surprised if 2% of the people I know that story.
It wasn't. I didn't see any mention of it on the mainstream news. Maybe it was.
There was a couple. I saw a couple. I mean, I saw it on the internet, but I don't watch mainstream news.
Saw it on the internet.
Conspiracy theorists.
He lives in Mexico now. I'm only asking questions.
I live down in the Baja. Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in the Baja now, right?
Get the burritos in the morning, and it's nothing better than egg and chorizo in the Baja.
Is he coming back ever? Or does he just live there now?
I spent 6 months there. It's off the grid.
Jesse and the Body. You hear that? You're welcome to the show.
Yeah. You're welcome to the show.
We think you're a great American. I just wonder what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, even though you stole Billy Graham's shtick, and Hulk stole your shtick, which was Billy's shtick, but I think you did it the best.
Yeah.
And Macho stole that too. Everybody's stealing from everybody, but there was a clear Billy.
Was Billy Graham the beauty boy or whatever, the glamour boy?
He was the superstar, Billy Graham.
That's right. Did he? Who came out to Pomp and Circumstance?
That was Ric Flair.
No, that was Macho Man. But he.
Stole, yeah.
He stole that from this other guy that was very flamboyant.
That was
from the 50s or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. You're in. I wanted to say Classy Freddie Blassie, but it's not. It was something. Oh, was it fucking shit? I know who you're talking about. He came out to. Oh yeah, well, Ric Flair came out to the 2001 Space Odyssey, which was. What was that? Was that fucking Mozart? No. But Pomp and Circumstance. It was Adrian Adont. No, not Adrian Adonis.
It's in black and white.
I know. It's black and white. He was an English dude. No, that's who it was. It was fucking... He was the announcer with Mean Gene Okerlund.
Who?
The guy that was in the 50s, black and white ones that came out to fucking... It was the... Oh, what the fuck? You're going to fit... Come on. Just type...
I tried inspiration.
What do you think?
That wasn't it. That was the wrong button.
I don't know. But
No. Here, give me. Oh, no. I'll get it. It was...
If anybody...
Do you remember who...
There's like 5 people watching.
No, that's the views. I think we got 3 people watching. But
there's a lot of people there.
It's a big debut, bro.
That's a big crowd for us.
What,
We're just wondering who inspired Macho Man's shtick right now. It got no relevance, really. But Macho Man took a shtick from some guy in the 50s, who I think was French for some reason.
No, I'm pretty sure he was English.
Quebecois.
Oaklands.
Trudeau's still around. Fucking believable.
I heard he's been having some issues.
He's been having issues, but the thing is about Canadian news, I don't know where to get decent Canadian news. I really don't, because all the YouTubers I watch are fucking sensationalized. I don't know how many times I've seen, it's over for Trudeau as the title, like, or game over Trudeau, or, Trudeau's done. I've seen 100 titles like that, and he's still in office. And I don't think they have an election in 2025. But I think the other liberal guy, the Singh guy.
Don't know him.
He's got the turban on. He was in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Yeah. Tiger something.
Yeah. I think he's going to try to force a vote earlier.
Okay. Just like what Crone did.
Yeah.
Because they realize they're losing the power and they're going to try and catch it and nab it before it goes out.
That happened, France. I didn't know they could do that.
I'm surprised we're not doing it here because it's happening here.
I mean, Elizabeth Warren kind of did that with Biden to beat Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what happened is France, they have a two-stage election, I guess, and they have a parliamentary system, which means that the majority party gets like the prime minister or whatever. And in the first election, Marie Le Pen's party won. I think it's called National Front or something. And she was going to kick out all the Islamists and take down all the mosques, right? She was going to kick out all the immigrants.
Yeah.
And it's basically French Trump. And the whole left side of the spectrum and the middle ground all united against her. And they rioted because she won the first round. And then they won the second round. So they rioted again. I don't fucking understand why. You riot when you lose, you riot when you win. Anyway.
That was fucking weird.
And now the left side is divided, but they have a majority in the parliament of fucking France. But the right side has the majority party, the biggest party. I don't know how many factions there is. So I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know if there's 50 parties and the right side party's got 3%, and all the other ones have 2 or 1.5 or something, or if there's 3 parties and she's got like 34% or something. I don't know.
But that was strange that they rioted because they won.
Yes, they weren't expected to win.
No, they weren't. It was all weird. I'm sure they had some fishy shit going on.
And the UK went back left, right? I think the Labour Party won.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weird. Like I heard Paul Joseph Watson's fucking take on it, and it just seemed like the amount of votes that Nigel Farage's party got was disproportionately high to the amount of representation that they got compared to the other parties. So other parties got less votes and more representation.
And Nigel Farage just got more.
Yeah, percentage-wise. Like, he got like 4 seats, but got like a third of the votes or something. I'm not sure how it works over there. I know it's another parliamentary system. Yeah, I heard that. Belgium's kind of fed up too with it. Hungary and Poland are okay. They're telling no immigrants, EU, fuck you.
They're all fed up.
Yeah. They didn't really even get involved. They didn't want to get involved. But I saw this. I guess it was an Islamist in Brussels. Got the shit kicked out of him for throwing food at somebody. He got the royal shit kicked out of him. Some guy, old boy, just had a fucking enough.
Yeah, what was he doing?
So he was like, I think he was begging for food or something, and then he didn't like the food he got, so he threw it at him.
Uh-huh.
And some guy came out of nowhere and just fucking...
She's like, hell no.
Yeah, you're going down, dude. Fuck you.
That's the way, sometimes it goes because you're just like, what the fuck happened?
I watch a lot of Steve Inman, I think his name is. You know who that is?
No.
So he does like these commentaries over fight scenes or just like funny accidents or whatever. And he'll do like a play-by-play over the top of it.
Okay.
And he makes jokes along the way, and it's always like, some robbery gone wrong, usually, right? Or somebody acting like an asshole, and then it goes against them. Like the last one I saw, I think is actually a fucking snuff film, because I don't know how the fuck this fucker could have survived. But I think
you're watching snuff.
It's everywhere. I'm sure there's people who never see it, but it's this guy gets out of his car with a gun, and he goes tapping on the window of this white truck. You might even saw this, and then the guy in the truck just shoots him. Shoots him right there.
Really?
Point blank, yeah. I mean, the guy out of the truck with the gun, he didn't have it pointed at him, but if you're going to pull a gun, you got to expect to get shot or be willing to kill somebody right there. You can't just be trying to intimidate somebody. It's called menacing legally. You can't commit menacing with a gun or any weapon, really. That's illegal. Yeah, but if you're going to pull a gun, expect to get shot. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck the guy was thinking. He thought maybe he thought he was the only person in the world with a gun, I guess, on the throughway. Fucking sad though. It's like that baby, that shit. That was sad to see. I mean, it was blurred out still though, And those are the kind of people, like I said before, you shoot a fucking baby for no reason, you deserve to be tortured. Like, really? What the fuck is going on? Like, we're against cruel and unusual punishment, but that's cruel and unusual crime. Like, what the fuck does a 7-month-old do to anybody that doesn't know anything? It's a 7-month-year-old, right?
It's just the crazies, They're so feel like they've been victimized that they are allowed to do that.
That's like this piece of shit up here at West Camp. Did you hear about this?
No.
Guy in the firehouse. No offense to the firehouse, right? I'm thankful that you're there. But he was on the fire company or whatever, the volunteer maybe, I don't know. And he got caught trying to molest some 6-year-old. Like, what the fuck? Like, I knew the guy. Yeah. He helped tow my car, and then he sent me a friend request, and I thought he was like, all right, whatever.
Whoa. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Right in West Camp. Ian Wellen, I think his name was.
Allegedly.
I think that's him. Allegedly the pedophile. At least charged with it. What the fuck, right? And there was a dude in the village who got caught banging a dog. And apparently it's been going on for years. And I want to know how the fuck this investigation goes on.
Oh, Christ, Marty, what are you doing to this show?
There's a dog banging incident going on in our town.
What are you doing?
And you're going to turn a blind eye to a fucking canine banger.
What are you doing?
I don't even know.
You went straight from the goddamn pedia.
Well, this is what's happening in the world.
To the goddamn dog banging and the
3
bestiality.
blocks from my house.
Oh man, I don't want to hear about society breaking down like this, man.
This is what's going on in the neighborhood, man.
I know, and in fucking fast food, you can't get a taco it takes a half hour to go to Taco Bell. This is what I'm talking about. The system's breaking down. These are the early warning signs.
I want breakfast.
But it's 10:35.
I don't care. The customer's always right. I want breakfast.
Okay, so Gorgeous George was his name.
Gorgeous George, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
And he was born in Nebraska, but he did it in I'm pretty sure he did an English accent.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
He probably did some pomp accent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Flamboyant. Brought it, yeah.
Yes, he was very flamboyant. The feathered boas and shit.
He inspired many great wrestlers.
Yeah. Probably Jesse the Body.
And maybe, as well as fucking superstar Billy Graham. And it's for sure Macho Man and fucking Ric Flair.
Yes, for sure Macho Man.
But Ric Flair came out with the same type of wardrobe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He had the woo, though.
Woo! All right, well, I think we're going to have to wrap it up unless you got any other important news. We got the...
Important news.
We got, how fucking far in we got? Can you see that up there?
26 minutes.
That's fucking watch time, man.
I don't know. Nobody wants to listen to me talk about this shit.
All right, and then we should go home. I don't know why I can't expand this into a bigger.
1 minute.
It's right here.
1 hour and 59 minutes.
Yeah, so we're good, bro.
All right,
we're good.
We're good.
Yeah. We don't need 3-4 hour shows, bro. We ain't Joe Rogan. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Oh, man. So anyhow,
Right.
I was trying to think. Yeah, there's good movies coming out. I'm excited for the theater in the next few months, which is great because I miss going to the theater. I think people are all fucked up. They don't want to go outside, do anything anymore in life. They're all friggin' scared of life. But that's a good sign for me because now I get to go out, have popcorn. They can all sit inside. I don't give a fuck.
You're out there running around.
I'm still out there running around having fun.
Feral.
I love another good one is like the people with the saying that bandage on his ear looks ridiculous, but they're all wearing masks while they're saying it.
Wearing masks. The kindy fucking things bowing down for George Floyd.
Yeah, all that dumb shit.
Fucking dumb flag is on your Delta Airlines. We can't wear Palestinian flags no more. That's because you're fucking American. I'm like, this is an international company out of America. What the fuck are you thinking?
I didn't even hear about that story, but I love it.
Like, what are you a fucking terrorist? You're going to hijack the plane?
Because that's what
That's
traditionally how it went down.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Right?
You ever see any fucking goddamn Lone Wolf Quaid movie from the 70s?
And there's people sticking up for Hezbollah and Lebanese people that escaped Lebanon. Are all like, are you out of your fucking mind? They killed us. That's why I'm in the United States. They tried to kill all the Christians. Like, in Lebanon. They used to be a majority fucking 50 years ago.
It wasn't Lone Wolf McQuaid. It was the Delta Force movies. My bad. Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
You never saw the Chuck Norris Delta Force movies?
I know I did.
And it was all about hijackings and all that shit.
Those movies were unavoidable.
They were fucking great.
I would watch them again. And we need 80s movies again.
Sure. Yeah. We need movies that make you proud to be fucking human and American.
Could you imagine if they made that today, like Wolverines, right, and Red Dawn? I mean, they tried, didn't they? But today they would make it like the Chinese invade and the Gen Z joins them.
I mean, it's all propaganda when you look at it from whatever side you're on. It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, it depends on your point of view. You know who the good guys and bad guys are. You'll find that is all part of your point of view, Luke.
That's something I was thinking about. And I thought I would see it. Maybe one of you two people out there watching will make this happen. I wanted to see the meme of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, but Trump is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if you strike me down, Darth, I've only become more powerful than you. I was waiting for that.
If you strike me down, I'll only be more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
I was waiting for that after the assassination attempt.
Biden, like this.
I didn't see it, though.
It's no joke. No joke, folks. No joke.
9 days ago, he was yelling at you, telling you that he's not leaving this race. And that was 9 days ago. 9 days ago, he was telling you he was the one making decisions where he stays in this race, and he was staying in this race.
And then he got COVID.
Yeah, conveniently.
How the hell do you go? And that's like their little release valve for any of these fucking brainwashed fucks. They're gonna be like, well, it was the COVID just pushed him over the edge.
Yeah.
It was just a bridge too far.
Yeah, that's a 10. They'll look it up. Oh, Kamala Harris, subscribe.
Yes, please, more shit. Please give me more shit.
We don't even know. She hasn't even announced she's running.
I love it that J.D. Vance. We didn't even get to talk about J.D. Vance, but he was like, it didn't. He wasn't stupid enough to fucking accept the debate with Kamala. He was like, no, I ain't gonna accept the debate because we don't know who the fuck I'm running against.
Right.
I think they were gonna try and trap him into some weird contractual thing with that.
And then he had to, even though he's vice president.
Exactly.
He'd have to debate it. He'd kill her, though.
He ain't that great of a speaker. I listened to his speech.
No, he's not a great public speaker.
Yeah.
He can manage.
He can manage better than most, but he's not like natural.
No, definitely not. You can tell that. Right. So if we both picked up on that, it must be true.
Yeah.
Because I did pick up on that.
I saw him fumbling and stumbling one too many times with the teleprompter, and I was like, I mean, come on, man.
It
ain't that hard, is it, bro?
You know, my mom had the highest passing rate for public speaking in New York State, and it's a standardized test.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And she doesn't ever do it?
She does sometimes.
She want to come on the show?
No, she don't want to come on the show.
She hate your guts when she sees this show.
I mean, you know, she knows that she's wrong when she talks to me. I did make some headway with her, though. Like, because she came up unexpectedly a couple weeks ago, and somehow I had to see her. Anyway.
You always have to see your mom.
I know, but I'm the
I haven't had to see my mom in like 40 years. No, 35. So I guess that's not true. You don't always have to see your mom.
Okay.
I don't want to be a hypocrite.
But, and I'm like, why am I always the one that has to do the shit? I'm the only one that got kicked out. I was the only one that got beat. Like,
right. Why am I the one?
I'm the only one that does anything for you guys.
I'm the one she doesn't agree with ideologically.
Yeah. Why am I always the one doing shit? But she did say to me, you know, there's one thing I agree with you is that, you know, I won't participate in political violence. I'm like, I won't either, Mom. I won't participate in political vandalism or political violence.
Just Ma, how come the only one that doesn't agree with you ideologically and is a toxic white male is the only one that will like routinely
drop of a dime
do what's needed
when
it's needed to be done?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess that's just being toxic.
I guess somehow I became the patriarch.
Yeah.
Since my uncle got sick. I don't know what the fuck.
Well, it's time you whip them all into shape now.
Then that was before this.
Make your granddad proud.
Yes. that was before the assassination. She said that.
Yeah.
And then like a few days later that happened.
Wow. Heavy.
Yeah. Well, we knew it was going to happen.
Well, how can it not when, you know, it's like they're always blaming Republicans for being vicious fucking, you know, dogs of, you know, savage fucking hate mongers. And it's like, I mean, politically, I mean, unless I'm watching the wrong news, I don't see that except on the left.
Yes.
I see like people beating the shit out of fucking Republicans and Trump supporters and conservatives and busting their heads open with locks, chasing them down, mobs of Antifa, fucking ripping them out of cars, shooting them and fucking killing them.
There was a girl from this town that threw fucking a Molotov cocktail at a car.
Yeah, I've seen this for 6 years fucking straight, and the right are the violent ones. I know somebody
who's a hardcore lefty who flipped out at a post office and threatened to kill all fucking Trump supporters because in their mind, California is Trump for some reason.
Yeah. It's shit like that.
I mean, this is the same dude that he's in California and he was talking about some bill and he's like, I bet the Republicans put that in there, you know, just to spite. And I was like, yeah, those California Republicans.
They're everywhere. You better watch out, man.
That's like somebody else I know. I don't want to mention names. They're out in Oregon and they were, you know, working for a government program, you know, a good cause, I think, right? And it got cut. And they were blaming the Republicans in Portland.
There ain't a one.
And I said, why don't you get, you know, don't vote them in next time. Here's the list of people. Here's a responsible. Oh, there's not even a Republican on the council, you know.
Yeah. So how the fuck did that happen?
But that's the level. You could be in the most liberal city in America.
And there's still the problems are all because of the Republicans.
There's still Republicans somewhere.
Well, they're the issue of the problem.
Yeah,
they're
the hidden in the hills voting problem and running the town somehow. It's like you live in the most liberal fucking city in America, and you think that there's Republicans doing this?
It's not possible, dumbass.
No, it's mathematically impossible.
Oh man! All right. Well, we had a good show tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
We didn't have the memes,
nah.
but that's all right. We'll bring them fucking.
Love the meme shows too.
Next week, I think we're gonna. You know, these cameras, they're a little They're a little grainy, folks. You can, if you want to put any remarks down in the thingies down there and tell us if it looks like shit and you never want to see these cameras again.
Yeah.
You just put it down there. If you say you want to send us some money and buy us new cameras, just put it right down there.
Yeah. If you want to fight in the field, just let us.
You want to go fight at the barn or at the tree, you just let us know.
We'll show up.
And what do we have to look forward to over the next few weeks? We have to find out Kamala's VP pick.
She hasn't even said she's running yet.
I mean, yeah, for all we know, it's just another...
She might still just want to be VP.
It's just another step in their psychological mind fuck of everybody. They set you up to think she's going to be it, and then they throw Hillary in.
Right, or whoever.
Big Mike.
And you didn't vote for it at all. You had no voice in it whatsoever.
No, but they're going to choose for you, and you're going to like it.
Yeah, you're going to like it.
Yes. Yes.
And then they're going to shit down your throat and tell you it's candy.
A big old Snickers bar.
Eat my Snickers bar. You fucking booty.
Yes. Yes. Eat my Snickers.
Unfucking believable.
What the fuck, dude?
And you know the thing is, they did it. They hid it this long because they know they can get away with it. That they know that their base Democrats won't go to the left. They won't question it. They won't be like, why the fuck wasn't there a primary? I read the handbook. We're supposed to have a primary. Right? You're talking about saving democracy, and you're just autocratically selecting people to run the country.
Well, they
It's not a monarchy. There's no fucking heirs. There's no heir. She's not heir.
I know
apparent.
they should have to vote. They should have to fucking vote. I mean, that's part of the process.
Yeah.
But what they're telling them is that just the same way as it's always set up. It's super delegates. Super delegates. That's the dirty secret, and nobody wants to know about it, but it's the truth. And it's just like, they don't really care who you pick. They're going to pick who they want to pick. And the only thing that can happen to them is that they won't be fucking anointed the next time around if they don't do what they're told.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But super delegates can choose whoever they want to.
That's true. The primaries aren't law.
Mm-hmm.
The Communist Party of America does not hold primaries. It's not even in their ideological toolbox to hold an election.
I mean,
kind.
hence, what they did with Bernie both times is just like pomp and circumstance. That's all it was. They knew they didn't want him.
Right.
So they just made it look like it was a popular vote thing, but it had nothing to do with what the people thought.
No.
It was just like, well, how do we get them out without making it look too fucking obvious that they have no say?
You think he would have ran this time if there was a primary?
Why can't he throw in his name now?
He can.
Yeah. But he ain't got no balls. He's a soy boy.
Well, he's already been told he's voting for Kamala.
Once again, I'm voting for Kamala.
I'm asking for your support. Vote for Kamala.
If we vote for Kamala Harris, we're all going to get government cheese. Y'all getting free Obama phones. New rounds.
Otherwise, you're going to elect the fascists. Wait a minute. You guys are making the trade deals with China where they can abuse Chinese labor in the Chinese environment for cheap for corporate profits. No.
No. That, my friends, is a lie.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. Now listen, folks. You're going to vote for Kamala.
Yeah, that's... I think he likes that, or do you think he's pissed by it? Bill and Hillary said they're supporting
Kamala?
Yeah.
Kamala?
At least Bill put...
Well, then he don't like it because whatever... They're supposedly, they're at odds. Obama's and the Clintons.
All right.
Yeah, that's some supposed insider news.
Unless that was a parody account I saw on X.
Power moves.
I think it was Bill Clinton's account.
Billy, you know, he fancies Kamala.
He
Old
probably
Billy.
does. He's probably had a round.
Yeah.
Probably had to go at her. Huh?
Jeffrey.
Invite old Kamala down there.
Why don't you invite Kamala down? All right. I can't even do a Bill Clinton impersonation, so I must be tired. What else you want?
I don't want
another 5 more minutes. What do you got?
I got to come up with something now?
No, you don't. We can go on out. We can go on out.
Let me think. Argentina turned the corner, right? Economically.
It's working?
Yeah, the repression's over.
All the
that they were
he got rid of like half the government down there. That's probably why.
Cut.
You're out. You're out. You're fucking gone.
Chainsaw.
That's what we need up in this country.
Yeah, I've and that's something that Trump's talking about. He's talking about cutting a bunch of fucking government programs.
I can't wait.
And like one of them, like he talked about the Department of Education. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know.
Department of Education?
Yeah, but then I realized, like, I looked at the stats, or somebody put them up.
Yeah, it's all fucking money's just going to universities to tell you to hate America.
Right, and the education level is sinking every
Yeah.
year.
Why give them money then?
We went from like number 1 to number 200 or something. Like what? There's only 200 countries.
Because they built them fucking safe spaces with money they're supposed to buy books. And they gave the teachers fucking extra vacations because they're overworked when they fucking are getting,
That's like these racially segregated graduations. What the fuck is that about?
We're going backwards, bro. We're going fucking backwards. Anybody that can't see it just loves playing the victim card in identity politics.
It's going to start, I don't want any white eyes on my graduation, to I don't want any white lips on my water bottle.
Want any whites in my wigwam.
Right?
No more whites in the teepee.
That's another thing.
I just want to smoke blunts with my cousin.
Would Trump go to a fucking reservation already?
I don't care if he does.
I do.
I mean, nobody's went to the res.
That's what I'm getting at.
I said the same thing about fucking the goddamn pipeline protest. I was like, whoever goes to that protest will be the next president of the United States, and nobody fucking went.
Listen, you got to claim that fucking land, all right?
You got to get that constituency.
Yeah, you can't let them think they got a real nation over there. You got to go get some votes. No, at least acknowledge it, right? I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a couple, a handful of native fucking friends. Maybe, well, no, I don't think any of my relation likes him. Maybe he did something bad to them. I don't know, in a land deal or something, but they hate his guts.
Well, your relations?
Yeah, they're connected to the turning stones.
Not all of them can't hate him.
I don't know anybody that does.
Come on. One of your brothers doesn't like Trump?
Yes, that's true.
All
right. But for the most part, it's like, they're all brainwashed into thinking like he hates, of course, he's a racist. So he's got to hate natives, too.
Right, sure. God, it's on the list.
I mean, racist, blacks, Asians, Latinos.
And if you remember, Indians exist.
Red people.
Red people, eventually. Right.
Indians with the dots, Indians with the feathers.
There's not many of them, but they're around.
Vivek,
yeah. Hari, down here. Right.
But
he's done quite well for himself as an immigrant.
Anybody can do well for themselves. We could do great for ourselves. We just fucking hate working.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
I mean, we are not part of the fucking I need that shiny new car and house fucking group.
Speaking of work, if you want to take a little trip by yourself with some fun guys, just call me up. Don't buy fucking liberal fucking mushrooms that hate you. buy conservative mushrooms that, like you and want you to exist.
Oh gosh.
And the same thing goes, don't buy fucking powder loads from liberals. Fucking buy conservative powder loads. If you're going to eat a load of somebody, it might be somebody that doesn't hate you.
The old powder loads.
Comes in socks. Chewable socks.
Oh, chewable socks. Oh, God. Fucking chewable. What a nasty fucking dirty.
What's the dog chewing on over there? Why's the dog like chewing your socks so much?
He's a vegan.
He's a vegan dog. Oh, shit.
That's my new vegan recipe.
I saw this dude.
No more gravy sponges for him.
He made a review on like Yelp about this vegan restaurant, and he wrote that like he's not vegan, but this restaurant had a good selection of food, and he thinks maybe he could try it after going to this restaurant. And then the fucking restaurant replied, "We don't want you, you filthy meat eater," or whatever. Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what the? These people are crazy.
Yeah, well, they think, they're holier than thou, and when you're dealing with that type of mentality, you're always wrong. So
right, they think that they're righteous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's like, to me, it's becoming more and more apparent that that's the biggest sign of someone that is narcissistic. And,
oh yeah.
And
there's mass hysteria going on.
And it's a mental illness, is what it is. If you can't admit that you're wrong sometimes, you have a mental illness.
Yeah. I love that they keep telling you that we're in a cult, and they can't tell you what a woman is. Meanwhile, they're getting told how to go no contact with your family. Like,
yeah.
What is that shit? And fucking putting up pedo flags and like.
I see that all the time with the knuckleheads online. They're like, "Oh, just watch the RNC convention. I can't believe there's so many people in a cult." And I'm just like, what? Like you said, what part about Matt Gaetz saying we want to put term limits on things and stop fucking trading amongst fucking representatives and senators is cultish?
Yeah, right. He's voting against his own interest or proposing legislation that's against his own interest.
Yeah.
And you're going to see when he proposes that bill, who's a fucking sellout. Because whoever votes against that,
you'll know.
America.
Mm-hmm. It's insane. And I love, did you see him fucking photobomb or like bomb McCarthy's fucking little CNN interview?
Yeah.
He's like, if you went up on that stage, you'd get booed off.
You would get booed off.
Yes, Gates, yes. Give me more of that.
I forgot who it was. I saw a clip. One of the news channels had they had all televisions behind them, making it look like they were at the
RNC.
I think it might have been Ted Cruz or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they were giving an interview, and they're like, "It's pretty cozy over here. It looks like we're here." And they're all like,
"Don't say that. Don't say that. This is just an illusion."
And fucking Jake Tapper talked to the whole fucking thing with his back to it. And like, how are you reporting on something you're not watching?
Tapper's an idiot.
He really is.
On lead with Jake Tapper. Yeah.
Like, the thing about all these people is, even Joe Biden, they can't hold an opinion for 9 days.
Right. Put the new chip in.
Exactly. This Kamala Harris thing just fucking proved it to me. I'm with her. You are? You didn't even get a choice.
Yeah.
It's your only choice is to be with her, I guess, if you're going to stay on that side and think that it's not an authoritarian selection.
The new chip.
And it's like, what the fuck? Fuck a bunch of Trump. Like, whatever. If somebody else came up with those policies and was able to resist the deep state the way he is, maybe take a bullet to the head, fucking, I might support them too.
I love what did he say the other day? That he was like, "What have I done for democracy?" It's like, I took a bullet for it the other day. They telling me I want to end democracy. I took a bullet for it.
Oh, it's upside down world, man.
Yeah.
The fucking just completely upside down world.
Well, he faked it.
They shoot her with the Republicans.
Two-thirds of the Democratic constituents say that he faked that. So now they believe in crisis actors.
Oh, now they do suddenly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, and they'll say that he was a registered Republican. Yeah, you told everybody to register Republicans so they could vote in the primaries last year, or something that you guys didn't hold, and just got told to fucking vote for Kamala Harris with no fucking say.
Yeah, and then a bunch of Democrats were voting for Nikki Haley.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. But there's videos of him flipping out at a Trump fucking campaign thing on his college, right? They had it of the shooter.
Okay.
There was a Trump booth at his college, and they recorded him because he was flipping out. He was saying he was going to cut their throats and shit. And then he made I don't know how the fuck he did this. He made a video after he released a video after he was dead. Saying his name, I hate Republicans, I hate fucking Trump, and you got the wrong guy.
How does that happen?
He must have had it on some kind of timer.
And how the fuck does... So he was claiming to be a patsy.
Or
he was
mistaken identity, or I don't know. Like, it looked like him. I don't know, I couldn't pick the guy up from the crowd.
Because that's what everybody's saying. Like, they're thinking there was another shooter and he was just a patsy. He probably thought he was going to get out of there fucking, he was going to get out of there and whatever was going to happen magically to him.
I don't know.
But he was told bullshit and then fucking they popped his melon.
Yeah.
But it was the other guy that took the shot.
Maybe. I don't know. I've seen a bunch of different analysts.
Some people, like, even fucking, what's his name there? I forget, but he was the big COVID dude. I forget. He's a doctor, and he's got his own little channel now that's done really well. But he was saying there's physical audio proof there's more than one gun.
Yes. I've seen analysis of audio proof allegedly by the experts.
Mm-hmm.
At least they claim that PhDs in this shit.
And then there's also, like, what's up? I mean, this is the question I have. I haven't looked into it because I'm just not that curious, I guess. But the detonator mechanism, what make is that? And how much does it cost? And how do you get it? That's what I want to know. And I haven't seen anybody report on that.
Why do you want? Are you going to DC?
No, dickhead. I want to know how hard it is to acquire.
Why
because shut the fuck up.
I'm just wondering why. I'm not the one asking for a detonator.
This dirty bastard over here.
And the Fed.
But the a lot. I saw some weapons experts and bomb people, explosive experts saying, like, now with that type of detonator, you need plastics and plastic caps, and it's like that shit's the caps aren't too hard to come by, but the plastics, that's hard to come by. Now either he had to fucking make it himself, which is very dangerous.
That's dangerous.
He could have blown himself the fuck up very easily, or it was given to him. And it's like,
it was probably given to him.
To me, the question is, what about this fucking detonator device? It's like, can you get it easily on Amazon, or is it something that's like tough to get? I'd like to know that. I haven't seen anybody talk about that.
I haven't either.
It's got a make and model. They got pictures of it.
Right. I don't know. There's a lot of shit.
The Pac-Man.
A lot of questions.
The Pac-Man perimeter. Yeah.
Right. And the guy that hates fucking Trump is the guy that got the picture.
And there's that shady woman behind him filming the whole thing. And when she was like, obviously like looking in the shooter direction, being like this, and then she fucking pulls out her phone and she's just videoing the whole thing the whole time.
I've seen different angles where she wasn't holding the sign, so that's somebody.
No, I didn't think she was holding the sign ever, but
some
people probably did. Yeah.
And I've seen visual comparisons of her to one of the assistant directors of the FBI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that too. Some people are claiming she's agent of some sort. Which I wouldn't doubt with that fucking weirdo behavior. I mean, she was on that phone at the exact right time.
Yes. I mean, there was other people on the phone. It wasn't like abnormal.
She was so focused, though.
She was focused.
It's like,
it could be, and especially with the FBI and the way they've acted, especially with the raid of Mar-a-Lago where they took fake pictures of fucking classified documents. Here's pictures of classified documents. I swear they're real.
Yeah, well, we're going to bring our own cover sheets that say classified, though.
And then we're going to show them to you because they're real. And you have classified, you got the clearance to see them, world.
You got the clearance, Clarence.
And people thought that was real. People thought they had classified fucking...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Clearance. That they could see those documents in a picture.
Yeah. And then also with the whole oversight committee, or I don't know what committee it was. They called up at that Secret Service director woman, and they tried to question her, and she answered 3 questions and then hung up on him.
Well, they're not going to hold Mayorkas fucking responsible, it looks like.
Did you think that? I thought this was fishy. I talked with Jack about it, but after the assassination attempt, Biden came out with Kamala, Mayorkas, and fucking Garland all standing there when he made his announcement about it. And it just was like, to me, it was like, why the fuck you got those 2 motherfuckers there?
I don't know. We didn't get a follow-up from the White House on it or the FBI. And normally they hold a press conference in a situation like this.
Strange things are afoot.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit going on of this assassination attempt, that's for sure. Unusual irregularities. I think that kid watched that. Did we talk about this already? The fucking, if you guys remember. So there was a skit a few years ago, How to Get Into Anywhere.
I didn't see that.
So it's this comedian, or a couple of comedians, and they show you how to get into anywhere. And they walk into a theater with a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
And they walk into like different places that you're not supposed to be able to get into for free, at least.
But if you're holding a ladder,
pretend you're going to go fix something, they let you right in. And I'm like, did this kid watch that fucking thing and think this was a good idea?
That's great.
And I noticed that the news fucking misreported. I saw a clip of it. They misreported the size of the ladder. They were saying it was 5 foot. But if you go on, Home Depot.
I've seen the pictures. It's behind that tree and that.
Yeah. That's not a 5 foot ladder. That's a 10-foot ladder.
12 maybe. Could have been a 12 because
they don't sell 12s, I don't think. At that particular.
No, those ladders you can get up to 16.
I'm not saying that they don't come in our sizes. I'm saying the store that he brought them at. People went and checked the store that he brought.
Oh,
them,
okay.
And they had 10-foot ones.
Could have been a 10-foot roof, but it looked like to me though the size of that tree. I was visualizing more like a 16 or a 12.
The cops are saying that it was like a 12-foot fall when he fell.
Yeah.
So and he hurt himself. Wonder what that guy feels like, man. Could have stopped it all, but got a rifle pointed at his head. I don't know.
I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you don't have any, you have your hands holding you up.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you gonna do? Most average people do not have enough strength to hold yourself like this.
No.
And do this and this.
I don't think I would.
No.
Maybe I would.
It'd be I can do anything.
I probably could, actually. I've done similar stuff. I
yeah, with a little like extra foot, like sideways.
In
foot
time,
plant.
I probably would have died.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to only draw down on you. You got about a couple seconds of like serious fucking thinking and work.
All you think is getting the fuck out of the way.
That's one shot I probably wouldn't take either.
Right.
But I would probably immediately try and figure out how to rescale that building in a safer way.
Yeah, sure. They couldn't throw tear gas up there or nothing immediately?
Flashbang.
Something?
Grenade.
That's something I saw the Russians have.
What?
So they got this new prolonged blinder.
Oh, blinder flash?
Yeah, but it just stays lit. And so like the drones are coming in and it goes off.
And then it stays.
And then it just stays for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. That's something new.
That's cool.
And the other thing that they're doing, both sides are doing, they're like firework flares. I don't know what the fuck else to describe them, but they're blinding drones with them. This is a fucking drone war over there, man. And
dude, it's basically just the military-industrial complex figuring out how to fight the next fucking century's war.
Oh, dude, so they send the drones in, and then they send the troops in, the supporting fucking vehicles, and then the tanks, right? Because they don't want to lose tanks. It's fucking sick. How they got it down to a science now, right?
Yeah. Oh, well.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, I got back problems. I got to go.
Yeah.
No, for real. I was skating, and I pulled some massive shit in my back, and I was probably way dehydrated. It was a hot day. It was a dumb thing to be doing out skating out there in fucking like lizard conditions. And I had already overworked myself the week before, but I was just like, I'm going to get it in. Fuck it. You know, this is the way you stay healthy. You're right. Always mind that hydration level in the hot sun, folks.
Yeah. Yep.
And anything for you? We're gonna announce your upcoming gigs or where you're gonna be at doing your press signings and all that.
Nah.
Yeah. Just remember, if you want to party with fun guys, call him.
Yeah, don't buy liberal fucking
fun guys
that hates you. Buy conservative mushrooms that love you. Whatever you are.
All righty, everybody.
That dirty hippies mushrooms, he fucking hates you. That shit, you know.
You know what, hippie? Don't be on my side. How about that?
All right.
We can give this one since we're.
You sanctimonious son of a bitch.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. Remember to drop some comments.
How you want to hate us.
Remember, wherever you go, there you are.